I know how to treat Ben like a person. That's acting.
And we're live. Hello, everybody. It's your favorite YouTuber, Epic Steve here. How's it going? Let's get these intros. Ben bought a mickin' frickin' stickin' later.
Son of a bitch. He go.
Son of a Ben, yes. Go ahead.
Hello, guys. It's Ben Bowler here, the guy with the big bucks. How y'all doing this night? Sit back, relax, enjoy, and have a good time.
Giggity.
Okay. Suko?
No, I'll go after Ben. Really? Okay. Let's see how it is.
Okay, then Master Minos?
Hey, this is Master Menos. How is everyone today? Me, I'm feeling extra fine. And don't worry, the thumbnail's actually coming super fast after the show.
Nicole San Diego.
Yo, this is Nicole San Diego, your favorite Hispanic. What's poppin'? What's poppin'?
And that's it.
It is Suko.
Strat!
Yeah, you almost forgot Suko. Goodness.
If Suko don't say nothing, he gonna get docked.
I mean, Suko don't say nothing.
Hello, everyone. Suko here. I'm about to slap the out of Ben if he doesn't stop trying to take my spot. I hope you're all having a good. I hope the rest of you are having a good night. Me, you already know how I feel. I'm perfectly fine. I'm still waiting for Ben to give me my money.
Okay.
But he don't want to act right. You gotta act right, Ben? You gonna give my money?
Doubt it.
Anyway.
Where's my night? Where's my stuff?
Okay, so I guess that's his intro. Okay. We got a guy trying to come in. Yeah, y'all know him by RazorBlade Mango. So let's see if we can get him in.
Ooh, cool.
Oh, he's coming in today?
Yeah. That's our special guest for today?
Cool. Yes, it is. Because, RazorBlade Mango, great YouTuber. Just great chill guys. Good chill guys. So it's really, really cool. We're going to have him talk about the whole Kingdom Hearts theme. Because, who knows more about Kingdom Hearts than the dude who literally got every ending in it?
The dude that literally made it.
I don't think he knows Kingdom Hearts, honestly.
Nah, he's not staff.
Epic, what would you do if I texted you a picture of the dude that made Kingdom Hearts? Like, dude, I found the dude that made Kingdom Hearts. He just ordered a Big Mac from McDonald's.
I mean, congratulations to him, I guess.
Yeah. Congrats to you too, then.
I mean, okay. So yeah, we'll go ahead and get into these topics and see whenever Razor gets on.
I thought he was I thought he was working.
Yeah, he was, but he's not no more. Now, okay. Now, let's see. First topic, we're just gonna talk about Discord real quick because Discord decided it wanted to do what PewDiePie calls an oopsie.
Yeah, they did a major oopsie. Let's give it some background. Let's give it some background context. They updated their terms of service. They decided to ban a bunch of unsavory stuff, including gore/Gudo and Lodi and Shota shenanigans. However, there was one thing they actually defended when something was scanned. They actually defended cub furries, which is in short the furry version of Loli and Shota. everyone made a stink out of it, and everyone the dogpile Discord staff for it.
Dang.
And eventually they caved in. They thankfully caved in and banned the Cub stuff now. And that's the first topic.
Yeah, the link will be in the description there. I mean, honestly, this is the kind of foolishness that I just don't. Whatever. It's just weird.
Yeah.
Like, it's clear bias, but I don't understand what for.
Yeah.
Are they into that other stuff, which is why they weren't banning it at first, or?
Yeah, chances are they're probably into that stuff.
You're like, oh,
I don't jive with that one bit. I jive with furry, but not that kind of furry.
Yeah, Sonic Fox, you good, man.
Just, yeah.
Yeah, Ben?
Wait, yeah.
Yeah, I just think, like, I just say enough with the censoring already. I mean, people are going to see what they want to see, so you may as well just keep it up.
Yeah, I agree with Ben. Just, why all the censoring?
Oh, that was probably the cutest picture I've seen in my life. I was just on Discord for a second, and I saw a picture, and it was like Martha and Lucina just dancing. It was like chibi forms of them. That was kind of cute.
Aw.
I have to send that to you later, Menos.
Thanks.
Yeah, that was cute. See, that's wholesome stuff.
I'm pretty sure everyone has a chibi collection or something.
I don't.
It's good wholesome stuff.
Yeah, good wholesome stuff is best stuff. Especially when it's the first thing you run into that day.
Yeah.
That's why I have that room.
Yeah.
Room?
You're gonna have to explain that room now, buddy.
What kind of room you got?
Yeah, there's a Discord room in the official Discord of our show. Says the first safe thing you saw when you logged in today.
That's what you meant. I thought you meant room in your house.
No.
No way! Wow.
Yeah.
To be immune of it, this isn't Pokemon.
I'm pretty sure. I kind of feel like Nicole was thinking the same thing. Like, no offense, Nicole. I kind of feel like you were thinking the same thing because when you say you won't have to explain that room.
Yeah, because I'm like, you would have to be kind of specific with this room now. Like, what kind of room is this?
No, we're not joining no kind of weird rooms.
Nah.
Wait, now I'm thinking about it. Did we do our sponsors already or no?
No, we're gonna do that after the Discord conversation.
Yeah.
I like to do sponsors before we talk about like Discord, Twitch, or YouTube because it just seems kind of weird to do them.
Yeah.
Like we have to brag on the company and then we do sponsors.
I kind of feel like I want to say this is breaking news.
Yeah. Okay.
Yes.
What?
No.
Wait, this shenanigans? No, it ain't breaking news this time.
Yeah. Okay, that's what I thought.
Yeah. So that's what I do. But yeah, let's do the sponsors now. First, let me try to fix this problem. Razor's having a problem getting in because I don't know what's going on. Actually, I'm gonna be completely honest. I'm not really sure what's going on.
I just picture an airport with a sentient mango going through security, and them fighting a RazorBlade on it.
Yo,
Suko, I'm gonna smack you.
Excuse me for making observations.
No, bro. You gotta get excused in a second, man.
yes.
I'm a straight smack you, man.
I'm not disrespecting anybody.
Nah, I've been a straight smart aleck, man.
I'm not trying to be. I'm just making observations.
Okay.
Yeah.
It's all well and good.
That you people call me a smart ass. Like I'm not trying to be. I'm trying to make you laugh. That's it.
It's good. It's good, man. I'm gonna be laughing once you get smacked.
Let's all not. We don't condone none of that.
Actually, nice podcast condones everything for that. But story for a different time.
No, no wonder these weirdos keep trying to join.
Yeesh. Also, I can finally see live chat through the switches through the switches YouTube widget. I can finally see live chat through that. I can also see other messages if they show up.
Listen. That's what's good.
Nicole, you okay over there?
Yeah. Just my stinking finger hurt.
Do you have Band-Aid on it?
I just took it off because honestly, well, I had it on a little too tight, but yeah, I took it off.
Yeah, don't have it on tight. Ones and thighs.
Yeah.
Okay, well, yeah, real quick, we're gonna get to these sponsors because who would we be without our sponsors?
Yeah,
we still be nice podcast, but it's good to have sponsors. Oh,
yeah, we're just random people talking about random things we see on random networks of entertainment.
Yeah,
very randomly.
Speak for yourself.
Stop trying to play dumb over there. I hear you humming.
Okay. Now, for our first sponsor, InnerServer.net. Standard web hosting, unlimited ultra SSD storage, 450 plus cloud apps, SitePad website builder, unlimited email accounts, global content caching, Inner Shield protection, 30 days money back guarantee, free website migration. That right there, what else could you want? InnerServer.net, they're a web hoster, so they host websites. Make a website, have hosted for as low as $5 a month.
So it's far.
But if you don't, But if you don't want to go there and pay $5 a month, I am your girl for websites. You know.
San Diego.
But so far, InnerServer, number one.
They're very good, and their customer service is very good. Like I said, within literally that day or at latest the next day, you will have a reply. So that's amazing. How many companies can you say do that?
Not many.
Yeah, and it's actual people from your region. I'm not saying anything to sound racist, so I'm just saying that, but not people from other parts of the country, or not even country, parts of the world talking to you. It's people from your region.
Where is it?
So yeah, Razer, our second sponsor. So you go to Razer Game Store, link in description. Far Cry 4, if you want, is on sale for $12. I thought it was a decent game. I mean, I did fall out of it, but like $12, that's nothing. Also, you get God Eater 3 for $54. You can get, I do not know what that game is, Coffee Crisis. I ain't gonna talk about that. But
Coffee Crisis. Get
Re-Legion for only $20. So Re-Legion, cool title. You can definitely play that. And yeah, and Just Cause 4, you know, that's a newer title.
I have. I'd say Just Cause 4 it's a pretty fun game. I'd say pretty similar to Just Cause 3. I'm saying this because I actually played Just Cause 4. Like, I would recommend it to a casual player.
Also, Watch Dogs Complete Edition is on sale for $10. So yeah, you can get games, or you can get South Park Fracture But Whole. The Gold Edition for only $18 is initially $90. So that's a huge markdown.
What the heck?
You know, gear as far as for your PC or whatever. So that is very, very good. And then we have the all-in-one marketing platform to grow your business. Get Response. Email marketing, landing pages, marketing automation, and webinars. For those who don't know what webinars are, they basically increase conversion rates with complete marketing solution. So go ahead. Get Response. So those are our sponsors. Thank you for sponsoring us, everyone. All you guys. You guys are amazing.
We can't do this without you.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
You're a rock.
So thank you so much for sponsoring a bunch of random people talking about games on the internet. That is amazing.
Also, your DM tab is showing.
Oh, woo! Thank you. That could have been a disaster. Oh, not really.
Yeah.
I mean, people DM me anyway.
That name alone.
The public.
That name alone leads to demonetization.
Yeah, there's a name on there that don't bother with that name. It's
no
person. It's just the name is kind of weird, but it's all good. We'll edit that out.
The people watching now won't forget. Well, they will.
Two people about to be more.
Yeah.
Ben, you're rich. Go get people.
Hey, listen, man. I did not become as rich and successful as I have been by just going out and getting people. I went out and got people, man.
You sound like Bruce Wayne when he gives a speech. I did not become rich by just doing this and that. No, he got rich by having dead parents.
I mean, that'll help.
What?
Life insurance, man.
Say that, but I didn't feel comfortable going to that joke.
What the heck?
Thank you, man. Thanks for going for that joke for me.
Hey, no problem, Epic. That's why I'm here.
Then why am I here?
You know their life insurance policy had to be something amazing, man. You know it.
Yeah. Oh, I'm back. Yeesh.
Okay.
Their life insurance policy included Alfred. That's what happened.
So, in other words, you're Alfred then, huh?
I'm around my family. I'm tied.
Let me see. Burgers. Sorry, it's just everyone starts messaging me as soon as I start the podcast. So let me a few quick messages. Sorry about that.
So what do you guys? So are you moving on? So
yeah, let's move on.
Yeah, I wanted to say that, but I didn't.
What's our topic we're going to talk about, y'all?
Yeah.
Hold on a second. Like I said, I gotta answer this real quick.
You're good.
Yeah, so I'm so sorry. This is unprofessional, but I just gotta get this.
It's all good.
Yo, greetings, Razor Mango.
Oh, Razor Mango.
Yeah.
It came up. I heard his voice. I'm like, what is?
Okay, so you all can hear me, okay?
Yeah.
Exactly.
Yeah. Okay, good.
Freaking RazorBlade.
So, I had to make you a friend on here and then add you in.
Wow.
RazorBlade just popped in like a ninja on that. Like he just said one word. Everyone's like, "Who said that?"
My weirdo Hank Hill face ninja.
I like it.
Did you guys know Hank Hill has a stand from JoJo? They called him Propane. I'm not joking. They have a meme about that.
Yes, I saw it.
Every time he punches, like what?
Hey, Razor, you want to do an intro before we go into these topics?
Sure. I'm just some YouTuber, Z-grade YouTuber who says dumb things.
No, he's not some YouTuber. He's the best YouTuber. He is Razor motherfucking Mango, man. He has the fruit. He has the knives. He got whatever you need. He's here. He's here. He's hip. He's now. He's I won't say his real name, but he's here.
Yes, that was much better than I would have done for an intro. Thank you.
Yeah, RazorBlade Mango is an S tier YouTuber who I'm surprised not at like 2 million subscribers already.
Aw, thank you.
If he was a trading card, he'd be 5 stars.
Yeah,
his special ability.
I'd have 5,000 attack points and 5,000 defense points.
You won't even need defense points because as soon as you get on the field, everyone just scrambles away.
So I'm an Egyptian god card, basically.
Nah, you're Zoya Forbidden One.
You don't have to worry about lack of professionalism, Epic Steve, because right now I'm playing, like, while I was waiting, I'm actually playing Smash Brothers, so don't worry about the lack of professionalism.
Yeah, because we're not really ever professional up on this podcast.
Don't worry about it.
Yeah, true. Ben's trying to make us be professional, but I don't listen to him.
I see.
Well, I don't listen to you, so I guess we're even.
You see? He's mean to me. He's mean to me.
I was thinking of this.
Benjamin is doing no such thing.
No.
Hey.
Yep, you got forward smashed. Okay.
Oh, shit.
Hey, how are you?
All those introductions are out of the way. Yo, we had 3 likes already. Good job, everyone. Use your
Yay!
Nice.
Like button.
Good job.
Yay! Now what?
Yeah, that's what I like to see.
We get more likes.
Yeah.
So
Now I'm ready to share. Now I'm sharing it. I just had to do some unprofessionalism myself. I was mid-battle for Azure Lane.
Yo, man, I feel you, man. Sometimes you
Oh no.
you need to get some stuff done, you know.
Sorry, I'm still trying to bounce this Ganondorf off the map.
Now, do you want to do the Nintendo topics first, or do you want to talk about your Kingdom Hearts experience first?
Oh no, you guys, I'm down for whatever you guys want to do.
Oh, okay, so we're just getting the Nintendo topics out the way, and then we'll go ahead and go to your experience with Kingdom Hearts 3, because I know,
Alright.
You know something.
Kingdom Hearts 3, spoiler free.
Are we doing spoiler free?
Okay, we
Yeah.
Shouldn't spoilers,
Alright.
spoilers, but I mean,
Yeah, we're doing
if we do
spoiler
spoilers, we
free.
just have to put a disclaimer.
Okay.
I mean, if we're doing spoilers, I have to go then because
Yeah,
I have to go too.
We'll do spoiler free because if we do spoilers, we're gonna be here all night with me talking about stuff. So
Okay.
you got to rein me in on that.
Yeah.
Okay, so yeah, we can do spoiler free.
You spoil one, have to come to your house and take your copy.
That's fine. I've got an extra one.
I gotta take all of them.
It's fine. I've hidden my extra one.
Now, the Nintendo Direct announcements. Now, there's a Nintendo Direct. Now, I know my friend, I'm not going to say his name because, you know, why would I? But yeah, he didn't really like the Direct, but I actually thought it was really good Direct. I mean, I was here hoping for 3 games, and I got those 3 games, and I got a whole crap ton more. So, you know, I want to see some Yoshi. I want to see some more Fire Emblem 3 houses. And I wanted to see some more about like Captain Toad actually. And I saw those 3 things, and those things I predicted, and I was right. But then I saw so much more.
Yeah.
Oh, cool. Captain Toad's in Smash Bros.
No,
That'd
he
be
couldn't
awesome.
jump though, so it'd be kind of weird.
My bad. I thought you were talking about Smash Bros. Sorry.
Well, there was Smash Bros news, but it was they just
so brief to the point where they might as well not even been there.
Yeah, but they showed Joker's model, so that's pretty cool.
Yeah. I agree with you. I really liked that Direct. And I think, like, I saw the people hating on it because it didn't have, like, Animal Crossing or Pokemon. And I'm like, yo, if you guys are expecting Animal Crossing and Pokemon this early in the year, you're just setting yourselves up for disappointment. That's not on Nintendo. That's on you.
Yeah, that was my sin too. But
Pokemon is usually November plus. Pokemon company likes to release their stuff separately.
Yeah.
That was my sin too with Pokemon, but in hindsight, this Direct was actually very good.
Yeah.
What'd you guys think of that Astral Chain game that was shown?
That looked amazing.
That looked so good.
I was
to me, that looked amazing. I was looking at it, I'm like, what is this? What is this? What is this? Oh my gosh. Oh.
I'm gonna let you guys handle this.
I was sweating.
I thought this wasn't completely new, but then I was completely floored.
Yeah, but first let's put down everything they showed, and we'll just rank like how we felt like about what they showed. And talk about each one. So Super Mario Maker 2. Now, for anyone who knows me, they know Mario Maker. Great. I love that title. I loved it so much. I was thinking about picking it up on a 3DS, but then I realized that version was garbage. So why would I? But Mario Maker title. Great title. I actually went back and played my friend's Wii U Mario Maker. I played all the troll levels that I kept skipping because, like as I start playing Mario Maker more and more, and it got older, my tolerance for troll levels kind of dwindled. But after seeing Super Mario Maker 2, my tolerance went way back up. So uh, I'm happy to see there's a person who was on Mario Maker who his name was Dan. His name on the thing was, and he would make these very trolly, very well created levels though. If that makes sense, they were trolly, but they were actually fun.
Yeah.
And I hope he has a Switch because I would love to see him or her, who knows, it could be a woman, make some troll, like see what it can do with all the new tools in Super Mario Maker 2. For those saying it's just an updated Super Mario Maker 1, you're ignorant and you just don't know what you're talking about. From what they showed alone, that was way more. Sorry.
It looked really good.
Yeah.
I can't wait to see all the YouTube videos of the people making like the really frustrating, irritating levels and just having everyone like lose their minds over this stuff. That was my favorite part. It wasn't even like my favorite part of the Super Mario Maker, the first one, wasn't even the game itself. It was just the amount of stuff, like the amount of like really funny stuff that it spawned from it.
Yes, the community was amazing. I mean, like community is still thriving now. Like Mario Maker community. I mean, it's following like from like numbers it had, but it still has pretty decent numbers even now.
Mm-hmm.
So I mean, the fact that Mario Maker on the Wii U, a console that barely hit 14 million, still has a pretty decent sized community. Imagine what the Switch can get for Mario Maker 2.
Yeah.
Yeah. Of course, Super Smash Bros. Ultimate 3.0 is coming. They showed off Joker's model. That was it. I mean,
yes.
Yeah.
We're gonna get a Smash Direct.
It looks really
I'm gonna be using that Joker when the Smash Direct comes out, and I'm gonna be dusting everyone off with Joker free, like I'm dusting with Piranha Plant.
I'm prepping again.
Same. I'm already dusting people with Piranha Plant. I'm already dusting people with Piranha Plant. Now I'm gonna do it with Joker most likely.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
I'm also very excited to get Super Mario Maker 2. Just to be brief.
Yeah. Oh, Ben, what do you think about any of this stuff? I didn't even ask you before we went to other.
Oh well, I am definitely looking forward to Super Mario Maker along with everyone else. And as far as Joker goes, hey, I'm willing to pick up any new character and just beat the crap out of anybody and everybody, especially one guy in particular. But yeah.
Yeah, his biggest fan. Box Boy and Box Girl. That was a cool game. Am I interested in it? No, but it does look cool. Like, Box Boy was always a cool title. I just never into it, but it is a cool title nonetheless. So Box Boy and Box Girl, that's a pretty cool title. Captain Toad Treasure Tracker. One who knows me knows I love Captain Toad. I actually own it on the... Well, I actually played the one of my friends we have on the Switch and have on 3DS. That's how much I love Captain Toad Treasure Tracker. So
I played the demo on the Switch, and I went into it like, whatever, I'll give it a shot. Because I saw Donkey's video on it, and he was like raving about it, and I'm like, oh, this Captain Toad shit is actually good. Like, all right. And I loved the demo, so I've been waiting. That bundle is finally like my excuse to finally pick it up for the Switch.
Yes, same goes with mine.
Yeah.
I have not gotten the Switch version, and now with that bundle, I'll totally be able to get it. I already have experience with the first part thanks to getting the Wii U version way back then. But now I'll definitely play it again if I have the time.
Yeah, there's the DLC. They added co-op mode. Co-op mode is free. So
yeah.
Oh, you have to pay for co-op. No, the co-op mode is free. It's just the DLC, like for the different maps and stuff. That's what you have to pay for. So yeah. So yeah, the game. So Captain Toad Treasure Tracker is getting free and paid DLC, and that's amazing to me. Oh my gosh! You guys should play one of DLC's maps right now for free. So
Yeah.
So that's amazing.
It's really shocking how much Nintendo has been supporting this game for a game that was like a port of a game that they wanted to breathe new life in because it was kind of overlooked on the Switch. I'm really impressed by how much support they've been giving it. Like, I think most companies would just dump this out there and just wipe their hands of it and be like, "Oh, I'm done." But Nintendo, like one of my friends, kind of snidely was like, "Oh, well, they're just rehashing their old stuff on the Switch," and it's like, yeah, but Nintendo are actually like bringing in a level of effort, bringing this stuff up with new content, the likes of which that very few people actually do anymore. Like it's like super impressive.
Yeah, like they're not just putting these ports out saying, okay, well here you go. They're like, no, they're adding more, they're doing stuff, and like it's really cool to see that because it feels like I'm not just getting a remaster or just a direct port of a game from a console that didn't sell that they're trying to make their money back off of. Here's like, no, they're actually saying, hey, you know what? We're gonna add this. We're gonna support this. We're gonna, we really have a lot of faith in this, so we're gonna do what we can with this.
Yeah, I love it. Keep it up, Nintendo.
Yes, I love Captain Toad Treasure Tracker. So best bet, like I said, I already have it on Switch. I already have on my 3DS. So Switch version getting free and paid DLC. Best bet, I'm gonna be getting that.
Mm-hmm.
This game is it was a sleeper hit. Like I remember I was watching a YouTube called Obi-Wan. Quick epic story time, and like this gonna be sleeper hit. I'm like, I don't know what this man talking about. This game gonna be straight up trash. Then like my friend was like, no, you should try it. I'm like, I don't want to try this game. It's gonna be trash. He said, no, try it before you call it trash. I tried. I was like, yo, why is this game so good? It was a really good game. So anyone who hasn't tried Captain Toad Treasure Tracker, like I said, you can try it for free. I think it allows you to play the first 3 levels for free. If you get off the eShop, so just try it out. You will not be sorry. Trust me. Yeah. Anyone else have anything to say about Captain Toad?
It sounds interesting. So
Did someone just make a toad sound?
Yeah, someone just made a toad sound. That was a really
That would be me.
Okay, that was a really good one.
Thank you. I've been practicing.
Then here's a game that has my friend Jay upset, Marvel Ultimate Alliance 3, because it's a Switch exclusive. He loves that Marvel Ultimate Alliance, and he doesn't have a Switch, so
yeah. When they announced that, at the Game Awards, one of my friends, the only one of the 3 that doesn't have a Switch, he just out loud, he was like, "Do I really have to buy a Switch now?" And we all just looked at him. And we're like, "Yes, you do."
Yo, Christian said Nintendo for life. Just need Pokemon now.
Yeah, and Animal Crossing.
Yeah, and then they'll sell all the crack.
Oh, they got me hooked already with the not free sample of Super Mario Odyssey. I'm hooked already.
I'm hooked already with that Yoshi demo.
Oh
yeah,
yes.
that's what we're gonna be talking about.
Yes.
Actually,
I love
that now. Yoshi's Crafted World has a demo out right now. We're like right now.
It's amazing.
Oh my gosh.
I loved it.
And can I just say this? Now, yes, this is gonna be a shot, but I don't care. Now, how is it there was a company that had a VIP demo that more than half people couldn't get in, but all the Nintendo demos, I press into the eShop and I'm into that game right away.
Yeah.
Is Nintendo doing it better than another company?
Let me ask another question. Is Nintendo the only big publisher out there now that consistently releases demos for their upcoming games?
So far, yes.
Yeah, because I've been thinking about this, like with not only with Yoshi, but with Daemon X Machina with that prototype demo that they release.
Mm-hmm.
I'm thinking they're the only ones that consistently bring out demos for their games. Like EA doesn't do it, or if they do, it's locked behind a pre-order, or it's only an open beta. Activision only does it with Call of Duty. Sony very rarely does it. I think the last time they released a demo for anything was Detroit.
Yeah.
Xbox doesn't do it, except maybe Forza every now and then. Warner Brothers doesn't do it. 2K doesn't do it. Bethesda doesn't do it. I think Nintendo is like the only one, and I think demos are like one of the best, most like pro-consumer friendly things you could do. I know it takes time, and I know it takes extra effort to do it, but I think it really helps to sell your audience on a game when you just give them a small taste of it. Like for games that wouldn't get that big of an exposure, I think like do you remember that Sushi Striker game that came out like a year ago?
Yeah,
Like
that's an amazing game.
it didn't sell well, but they had the courage to put up a demo of it to let people try it.
Yeah.
And I actually really liked it. And I would have bought it if it hadn't come at a bad time for me.
Yeah.
But I appreciate them putting it up there for me to try. And I love that they do that.
Yeah. That's something that I know a lot of people, especially a person in particular, doesn't want to give Iwata credit for, but Iwata's the one who did that.
Yep.
Wii U had a crap ton of demos, for a lot of their games, and the Switch just kind of kept going with that philosophy because Iwata wanted people to have. They said because he said himself, he's like, people don't know about a game till they have it in their hands. So you put the game to their hands, they can't say, I like this or I don't.
Yeah.
So that's very good because $60 is. I mean, that's a pretty good chunk of change for most people just to drop.
Oh, yeah.
So, if you get to try it out and say, hey, this game I like versus another game coming out at the same time, you're like, well, this looks cool, but I don't know if I'm going to like it. But I know I like that one based off the demo I played. So that's definitely very good. And that is pro-consumer because consumer gets to try it out. And they can say, hey, I can only want to buy 1 or 2 games this month. So chances are it's going to be a Nintendo title because they got to try it out and see if they like it.
Yeah.
That's very good. But like I said, Marvel Ultimate Alliance, Black Order, definitely getting that. I love Marvel Ultimate Alliance. So gonna get that. Gonna get Yoshi's Crafted World.
Fuck yeah.
That was so good. That was so good.
I've actually like gone back in and deleted my save data just so I could 100% it multiple times. Like that's how good I think it is.
Yes, same here.
Oh my god.
It's beautiful.
Yeah. It's so charming to play too. It's like one of those like relaxing, mellow games that you can just. It's not like super. I mean, not yet. Not like super punishing difficult, but it's just you go in. It's nice music. It's bright colors, and you just lose yourself in how charming it is. I miss stuff like that.
Yes. That's what I like about Yoshi's Woolly World back on the Wii U. So like. Yoshi's Crafted World seems to give me those kind of same feels, but even better for like just off this demo. It is like wow, and like I didn't have to pre-order. I didn't have to. It's not like a beta. It's like no, this actual game I get to just go onto the eShop, download. I got to play, and there was no strings attached. And that feels good to me. That sits well. With me, so I am very happy about that. Thank you so much, Nintendo. Keep doing this, and other companies, please follow suit. Please do this.
Yeah, please, dude.
That would be amazing.
Imagine we get like a demo for like Death Stranding or The Last of Us Part 2. It's never gonna happen.
Demo for Death Stranding. We need a demo for Death Stranding because I do not know what that game's about.
No one does. I don't even think Kojima knows what it's about.
I don't even think Kojima knows what it's about because I know Guillermo del Toro doesn't know. They asked him, he's like, I'm not sure. I was like, yo, listen.
Ouch.
Yeah.
Yep. It's bizarre for me to be talking like super positive about Nintendo because I took like a giant dump on them the last gen when the Wii U was out, but now I'm like their biggest fan now, or I'm just like.
It's still so strong that the Wii U was a great console. It's just Nintendo dropped the ball with so many different. They didn't market it.
Yeah.
They didn't market it at all. Like how many commercials of the Wii U did you see? Like 2?
I didn't. To be honest, I didn't really see any.
Exactly.
Me neither.
Maybe,
Yeah, it was
maybe
not
I
at
saw
all.
like maybe I think I saw like 1 or 2.
Exactly.
But that was
maybe
great.
2.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You saw a lot of 3DS commercials though, but you didn't see no Wii U. But
Not much of them.
they marketed that so well. Like every other commercial is a Switch commercial. YouTube, on like anything from Turner, like any of the Turner's networks, like Cartoon Network or whatever, any of Viacom's networks, any of Disney's networks, like Freeform, all that stuff, like you're gonna see a Nintendo commercial, Nintendo Switch commercial. And I like to have them where they're like different, like age, like I'm like so I was watching Disney Junior with my niece, right? And there was like a Nintendo Switch commercial. And it was showing off like it was showing off like a game. I can't remember what game it was, but it was like a very like childish kind of game. And then like on Adult Swim, it was showing off like different like titles. They showed off like Bayonetta like 1 and 2 coming to Switch and everything. And some other stuff. I was like, oh, okay. So they actually are showing things based off of the block they're on. That was pretty cool. That's very good marketing. Wish the Wii U had it. Okay. Of Zelda Link's Awakening. Some people don't like the art style. Honestly, I think the art style is sort of similar to the original art style. It's just, more colorful. I have no problem with the art style, and I'm happy Link's
Me neither.
A remaster. I'm very happy about that. Or remake, actually. A full-blown remake, not just remaster. So, thoughts? Razor.
I've never played it, so I'm very happy to see that it's coming. And I knew what it was. I've just never played it. And it's so strange for him to be like, oh yeah, this game is like 26 years old, and I'm like, oh god, like I was born the year fucking Link's Awakening came out, so I'm like god, I feel so old.
Yeah, same. I'm also glad.
Speak of the devil, here's a Switch commercial right now. Boom, see?
Nice.
Nice. Also, I'm actually glad this happened as well, and I don't mind the art style one bit.
Me neither. It looks good.
Yeah. It looks like a Funko Pop. This buy for me because this is not $60 title, and I'm like, how you know it's not $60 title if you haven't played it? Well, it doesn't look like that to me, and
As long as it doesn't look like Mighty Number 9, I don't care what it looks like.
Exactly.
Yeah, same.
They took a step back from Breath of the Wild. I'm like, this is not Breath of the Wild. This is Link's Awakening.
Yeah.
It's an HD remake.
Yeah,
Not a full-blown. Not another sequel.
Yeah,
it's a remake of an old title. I mean, I like that because lately a lot of these companies, not just like Sony, Microsoft, but like these companies, they're making like remakes of games that came out last gen.
Yeah,
and it's good to see remakes of games that are like in this case 26 years old because like realistically, how many people have played it? That are playing right now. Like I'm younger than 26. I'm not saying my actual age on YouTube, but I'm younger than 26. So I mean, I still play the game, but had I not had brothers and stuff like older than me and cousins that had the game and introduced me to it, I probably never played it. Like so.
Like, hey, come over here, young whisper snapper. I bet you never played this before.
Yeah, something like that. So that's very good. So like I said, I mean it's 26 years old, so that's really good to see a 26-year-old game get a full HD remake. I'm playing it, so that's very good.
They're having a
oh wait,
having a crazy.
Dan, I need to ask you a question. Link's Awakening, how you feel?
Well, I have also never played the game. However, I am going to play this remake. Well,
what's the remake?
So cool, really?
Wait, what?
Crazy, you see what I'm dealing with, right?
Pretty much.
We were talking about something for like 15 minutes, and he's like, what's the remake?
Shut up.
That's our Tuco.
Wow.
No, I heard what you were talking about. I thought he was talking about something else.
No.
The remake of Custer's Last Stand.
Exactly.
That.
Oh, Sword Art? Oh, I'm turning the channel right now? That's what I'm doing. No, I said turn. No, record.
That's what you get.
He said now recording. I was like, what? But that. But yeah, so, Legend of Zelda Link's Awakening. Full HD remake. Thank you, Nintendo. I'm definitely playing that.
Crazy. Like, that's like one more thing on top of the year where they're already getting Pokemon, Yoshi, Animal Crossing, Astral Chain, Marvel, Fire Emblem. Oh my god, just
they got too many titles.
Yeah.
And they have Bloodstained Ritual Night, which is also coming to PS4 and Xbox One. And this game was originally gonna come to Wii U, but the Wii U died, so they switched development to the Switch.
Yeah.
Because it's coming out summer of this year.
So it gets delayed again.
Yeah, let's get delayed again. I got to play a demo of it, which I think you can still get on eShop in the PlayStation Store, if I'm not wrong. Right? PlayStation Store, you can get it.
Is it for backers only, though?
Was it? I mean, I was playing it, and I wasn't a backer. But then again,
I think...
I was
really?
friend's account. Never mind. He might be a backer. Okay. I don't know. But yeah, I got to play a demo. It was really cool. So,
cool.
The game just looks amazing. I loved the old Castlevania. So that's basically what this is. But better. So, of course. Tetris Battle Royale. I mean, Tetris 99. This is like a game I never knew I wanted.
Yeah, same.
Yeah, no, I'm good.
And it's free, so
you can't go wrong with Tetris.
It was shockingly fun.
It was shockingly fun. I didn't win a single match yet, but it's still fun.
It's the music. It's the music that draws you in.
Like, yeah. I always play Tetris casually, like back like on my back when I had those old burner phones. Take it back to the classics. But yeah, this is basically Tetris. You're playing against 98 other people, and it's Tetris Battle Royale basically. And you have to beat them. This game was like the best game I never knew I wanted. Like I mean to say.
So you're into competitive Tetris.
I didn't know I was until I played this game. I did not know until I played this game. Tetris 99 is definitely not a game for everyone, but like I said, if you just want to have a little fun for a few hours or so, it is free. So yes, you just can't beat free.
Yeah.
Get out of my room.
I just got done sharing this piece.
Ben died. Everyone, type F in the chat.
Wow.
Ouch.
Ben.
Be right back. Type F.
Assassin's Creed 3 Remaster. I actually don't care at all about this.
Ooh, what? That trailer looked rough. Oh my god. When I was watching that trailer, I thought my eyes were just messing with me, but ooh, that looks rough.
Yeah. I'm glad it's coming to Switch because that's another third-party game coming to Switch. I don't care about because Assassin's Creed 3 was my least favorite Assassin's Creed.
It looks nice.
Like garbage.
That came out around the time that like my fandom for Assassin's Creed was at its highest, and at the time I really liked it. But looking back on it, I'm like, yeah.
The trailer makes it look so good though. You just jump in the middle of the middle of the war, basically taking on everybody. The trailer makes it look so cool.
And then you try it in the game and you die immediately.
Yeah.
Like son of a.
Yeah, you can't do none of that. Just like in Unity, when he just jumped in front of that crowd with those soldiers and stuff that are shooting, you couldn't do that in Unity.
Yeah, I did like though I did like it in Assassin's Creed 3 where you could like kind of hide out in the forest, and if it's like really raining and you come across this like group of soldiers, I loved role playing as like a forest ninja, just taking everybody out where you could drop them and like hang them while you fly down. I thought that was really cool. It's just like there's a lot of stuff in it that I'm more like about.
I'm pretty sure park rangers are working on how to do that now. Forest ninjas.
Probably.
Yeah, why not? Mm-hmm. But and then this does the whole thing where modern, like how Call of Duty did that whole Modern Warfare remaster is. This is Assassin's Creed 3 Liberation remaster, tied behind the Assassin's Creed 3 remaster. So Liberation is actually pretty decent. But if you want to get it, you have to get this too. So,
why? Well, I'm still playing Liberation right now. So
yeah, so you got to craft one.
It's passable. as long as it doesn't glitch.
I don't necessarily think Assassin's Creed 3 is crappy. I think it's okay. It's just I don't think it's anywhere near as good as some of the other ones.
I think my problem with Assassin's Creed 3 was I played it right after I got done with number 2.
That's the
Right
problem.
after.
That's the problem when they annualize these games. They stop being like special, and they just kind of like, oh well, now I could easily compare it to like all these other ones coming out.
Because
When they
Ezio
started-
was the best assassin so far. And then we went from Ezio to, was it Connor? Was that his name in number 3?
Connor, yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah,
And then the
This-
best,
this-
and then the
this-
best one, Black Flag.
Oh yeah, I love Black Flag though. I thought Black Flag was cool.
Me and
It revitalized me. Then I played Unity. I'm like, nope. I played Rogue. Nope.
me and Epic just. I feel like if I'm speaking for you, Epic, like me and him, we kind of fell out around the time Origins came out. Well, yeah, he probably fell out ahead of me, but I fell out when Origins came around.
I was not hyped for Origins at all. Like
Me neither.
I'm like, no.
It's called
Yeah.
Assassin's Creed. If I'm just gonna jump up and go slap somebody in the face, where's the assassin in it?
Yeah,
I fell out around the
Odyssey's
time
even
they
worse,
put,
'cause there's no assassins in Odyssey. Like they're just running up, like just in front of everyone. I'm like, where's the assassin up in this game?
Where's this assassin coming from?
I actually don't mind them taking out a lot of the stuff that kind of makes maybe that's just a dumb opinion on my part, but I actually like the further they get away from like the traditional Assassin's Creed stuff, the more interested I become. It's just in execution, I think Origins and Odyssey just don't appeal to me in terms of like what they actually offer.
Cause basically, this is what I see. Origins and Odyssey. I just want to call them Streets of Rage at the.
Yeah, they're almost like
That's 'cause they
Witcher
took the
lights.
stealth. That's because they took the stealth out, correct?
Yes.
Yeah.
Well,
Well, it's Ubisoft copying all these other games again, where they're copying The Witcher 3, they're copying like all these other open world games, and then they're just like shoving it into Assassin's Creed to
I
the
mean, they
point where it's not
copied
even
themselves.
Assassin's Creed anymore.
They copied Prince of Persia again.
Yes.
Like they're copying everything. They're copying other games. They're copying themselves.
Yeah, that's why I'm not interested in a lot of Ubisoft games anymore, because they feel like they're just kind of like eating off of each other now.
like this is what the people want. This is what the people want. Copy this. Copy that. You see
Yeah.
that girl? Copy her.
It works.
Yeah,
They
it's
sell a
copy
lot.
paste, copy paste, copy paste, copy paste.
Yeah. I mean, literally, that's what they did with Far Cry New Dawn, where they just took the map from 5 and they're like, all right, let's just make it pink. Here we
See,
go.
That's what I'm
I
telling
knew
people.
it.
I'm like, yo,
I knew
listen.
it.
These
I knew it.
like Far Cry
I knew it
Primal
wasn't
was Far Cry
special.
4's map. If y'all noticed,
Yeah.
we
Oh,
made
I-
Primal.
But it literally is.
Yeah, it's Far Cry 4's map.
I-
We made it Primal.
I've never played well, I won't say never. I'm still playing. I think I'm about to stop playing Far Cry 2 because it's just kind of,
I love
but-
I love 3 and 4, and I really like Primal, but I had no interest in playing 5 after a while because I grew tired of it.
I would like to know what's going on. But what's the name of the new Far Cry 5? You
Yeah,
said
New Dawn.
New Dawn.
A New Dawn. I kind of feel like that could have been like a DLC patch off.
I feel like it is a
Yeah.
DLC that he just charged $60 for.
It's
Oh,
actually
oh,
I
I
think
see.
it's
So-
$30 or $40. I think it's more of a budget title.
Oh,
Okay.
wait. So I see what they're doing. They're
me
pulling a
see.
Konami. They're pulling a Konami.
Well,
They're not charging you for save slots. So
that's true.
It's
it's $40 and it's got microtransactions. Of course, it's got microtransactions.
I meant with Ground Zeroes. It could have just been a
oh
patch on.
yeah,
for-
yeah.
for the
Ground
name.
Oh,
Zero could have
yeah.
been with Metal Gear Solid 5. So yeah, New Dawn. I keep seeing those trailers. My friend he was very excited for it. And he's like, oh yeah, I'm getting it. I'm just looking at it. I'm just looking. I'm looking at different gameplay videos. I'm like, this just does not look like a game I want to play. It just does not look enticing to me at all. Not even the slightest.
It's another one of these post-apocalyptic games that has pink all over it.
Yeah,
That's just the
it's
way I
the
see
thing.
it.
What if we took Far Cry 5?
If that's
Like
the
Rage
case-
2 is
Mix it with
another one
Fallout.
coming out.
See, I was just about to say that. Like, I might as well wait for Rage 2 to come out
Yeah.
if it's going to be a post-apocalyptic.
Which
game.
looks really good.
I played the first one. Like, I got the Sarah DLC for Rage as soon as I figured out what it was. But I'm interested in this.
Have you all seen the new gameplay that was posted on Tuesday for it? Tuesday or Thursday for it?
What,
For
Rage 2?
Rage 2.
I did
It
not.
No, I didn't.
It looks
see that.
really good, and I'm somebody who has never played the original one, and I'm very skeptical about Rage 2. But that gameplay, if it isn't fake, it looks really fun. And I was like, oh, well, maybe I'll get this.
Yeah, I got it.
I look at that after the podcast.
Me,
Same.
me as well.
Fire 'em 3 houses.
Oh yeah.
Yes.
I thought about you when I was watching that. I was like, I know Epic Steve's really happy about this.
Yo, I was screaming like a little schoolgirl, bro. You understand?
I was happy about this as well.
I was on my way to an event. I was in my sister's car, and I was screaming like a little girl.
I thought I heard something like, the heck was that?
I was like, ee! Yo, it was amazing. Oh my gosh, it looked better than I even thought. Oh my gosh, I love Fire Emblem, and 3 houses just looks it looks good. Yes, I'm definitely
I'm pretty
day one.
Pretty sure Big Sis told you to be quiet.
Are you okay? I'm good. I'm good. I just Fire Emblem 3 houses, Delphia.
Yeah, same.
I've never played a Fire Emblem game, and it does look really good.
Yeah,
Dude, I would play a Fire Emblem game, but I looked up and like, what was the RPG you said it was tactical?
yeah.
Yeah,
I'm not
RPG.
into that kind of RPG.
Same
like,
here.
Like with the little square movements and stuff. Like,
Yeah.
I'm not into those either,
for me.
but I like Fire Emblem.
Yeah,
Like I'm not trying to
for
diss
that as
Fire.
well.
No, I'm just telling you. Like, I'm literally not into those either. But like, if you try it out, you'll probably be into it. Trust me, because like I said, I'm not into those either. And then
I like that you're like a professor at this school. That's the one thing that really like I liked about it is that it's you training this generation of soldiers, and like you're like in this house, like it's almost like a Hogwarts kind of thing.
That's what I was thinking.
I thought that was really cool.
Like a Hogwarts thing. You're
now thrown into being the teacher instead of just being the chosen one for last time.
Yeah,
like you're not a chosen one. You weren't you're not endowed with this ultimate power. Nothing. You're just like you're a normal person that just happens to be skillful.
She's Caucasian.
Training students.
Yeah.
Train students, and you have to choose between 3 people, between 3 areas.
Yeah, 3 houses. Ha! Fire Emblem 3 houses. Ben, are you back alive?
Oh yeah.
I revived him.
Fire Emblem 3 houses.
Yay.
Ben.
Dude, I don't even think I need to say this, but I'm going to say it anyway. Yes, I want it. Yes, I'm going to get it. That's going to be my second Switch game. I am so ready. I mean, like, I have a minor complaint, and that's just, why does your main character have to be a sword user? But other than that, I mean, hey.
Okay, Ben, I have a question for you. If you could change your main character's fighting style, what would you choose?
Well, I would probably...
You can't pick Pokemon.
There's a ton of classes by now.
Honestly,
Also,
I'd probably just choose a lance user, but I like sword users.
Also, I wouldn't be surprised if Heart Seals came back.
Oh,
And
you know it's coming back.
I would be an ATS user. I would either be an ATS user or a knife user.
Okay. I have a question for you, professors. Is there like a magic class, like wizard or something?
Oh yeah,
Mages or healers, because the healers can use magic too.
Yeah. No one wants to be a white mage. Nobody wants to be the white mage. They die first.
No, that's if you put your mages in the back, unless you're Etika. I'm never gonna let that go.
You want to know what sucks? If your AI partners had free will, you kept moving your white mage to the back, and they kept moving back to the front. Like, I'm ready to fight. Like, get your butt to the back.
The heck you are.
Like I'm ready to
and then
fight.
they get
majors
popped.
get one-shotted all the time.
Like,
Ain't no
I would actually
major
be
front.
I changed my mind. I'll actually be a dark mage instead.
So Fire Emblem Three Houses definitely picking that up, and a very big surprise for me. And if it looks good, as good on Switch as it looked in the trailer, that's good. Hellblade: Senua's Sacrifice.
Hell yes.
That trailer looked really good, and like the person tweeted like over the game tweeted that was Switch footage. So if
Wow.
it's in fact true, that game was looking amazing off that trailer. So
Yeah, it looked, because when I saw the Hellblade logo, I was like, oh god, I'm not looking forward to seeing this game like really toned down compared to how it looks on the PS4 and PC. But I was really surprised by how good it looked on the Switch.
yeah, so
It's a really good game too.
So yeah, I mean, if the word person saying is true, which I have no reason to believe that it's not, because it's a creator. I mean, if it's looking that good on the Switch, that is amazing. That you know, if it looks that good and it's running well, then I feel like no one can talk about graphics on a Switch ever again.
I actually hope that happens, especially upon first hearing about it.
Yeah.
I hope it comes with the same, like the 3D surround sound audio that the other versions come with.
Oh yeah.
Because the game's not the same without that.
Yeah, I feel like there's no reason it shouldn't, because you know, Switch, you know, it does have like all that different audio and everything around it.
Yeah.
It should. But yeah, Ninja Theory's acclaimed action game. Oh my goodness. Hellblade: Senua's Sacrifice. I am so happy to see that. I mean, actually, if it does look as well as it did in that trailer and does run well, I mean, like I said, that'll put it into all the people debating. The Switch is not powerful, dude. If it could do that, it can do just about anything.
Yeah.
Anything with just about anything. Ooh, that game looked amazing. Deltarune, I knew that was coming to Switch. People told me it wasn't, but I knew it was coming eventually because
Of course it was.
Undertale's on the Switch.
Yeah.
And it was coming to Switch. So I'm like, why
It was a given.
would Toby Fox just say, here's Undertale, but not Deltarune? That doesn't make any sense.
I love Deltarune. I'm so happy it's coming to the Switch.
That is really good. Yeah, so actually that I'm 3 for 3 on these guesses as far as like I guess that that Rockstar game that's on the Switch was gonna come to Switch.
LA Noire?
Yeah, like, I guessed that. I was like, oh, it's coming to PS4.
I'm so
Switch too. They're like, no, it's not. I'm like, why'd it come to Switch? And it did.
my
Yeah, it somehow did.
Then I told everyone, I was like, Paladins is coming to Switch. They're like, no, it's not. I'm like, okay.
I was very confused. I was very confused when I heard about that. A new LA Noire game. Like, figured it would be like LA Noire 2 or something, but
Nah,
is it like
just
a
a
remake
remaster.
for the Switch?
Yeah.
Just a remaster.
I wish they'd make a second one. I really like that game.
Yeah, that game's just so expensive to make, and it just didn't make the money back, so I don't make another one just because of that.
I'm not smart enough to play that game. I have to cheat. I can figure some stuff out, but yeah.
I am 3 for 3 on these guesses of games coming to Switch. Like I did say Deltarune's coming, but I mean that was a given because Undertale's coming. But the people have debated me on different stuff, like, oh yeah, why do you think this stuff coming to Switch? I'm like, watch it come to Switch, and it does. I'm like, because certain games like they have a reason not to come,
Yeah.
especially with the Switch selling as well as it is.
Yeah. Pretty much everyone saw that coming.
Final Fantasy 9 and Final Fantasy 7. So Final Fantasy 9 is out right now,
Hell yeah.
the same day
Nice.
as the Direct.
I love Final Fantasy 9.
7 will be coming March 26th, along with Choco Buddy or something. I forget. It was like
Chocobo.
Chocobo something.
yeah, Chocobo's Mystery Dungeon. Everybody, yeah.
Wait, so
The
they
one
so,
that-
this, so they're finally making a Final Fantasy 7 remaster.
It's just gonna be the PC port though.
PC port.
I was expecting. I was hoping for a remaster with Resident Evil 2 graphics.
You'll have to wait another 15 years for that.
Yeah. That's
There's other stuff, but this isn't detailed. I feel like there's no third-party game that this thing doesn't have on here.
There's Dragon Quest. The Dragon Quest
Dragon
stuff.
Quest is, of course, Dragon Quest is coming to Switch. Of course, we already knew that because Square Enix announced it was coming. It just wasn't coming at the same time as PS4.
Yeah. And then they're like hyping it up in the direct, and they're like, "Oh yeah, get ready for full orchestration, get ready for Japanese audio, get ready for this extra content." And I'm like, "All right, I'm ready." And then they're like, "All right, you ready? You ready? Yeah, fall 2019." I'm like,
they didn't.
Yeah!
That did upset me. They're like, okay, looking good. Look at what? Like, you ready to see some new stuff? Like, yeah, I'm ready to see some new stuff. They ended.
And then Dragon Quest Builders 2, which I'm a big fan of the first Dragon Quest Builders. And then they're like, "All right, you ready for Dragon Quest Builders 2? All right, July 2019." And I'm like, okay.
Where's my? I'll be like, where's my combat knife? Oh,
see, this is why I can't. This is why I can't get hype when it comes to certain games that come out that I like. Cause I'm like, when I get hype, I'm like, all right, let's go. Look at the day, I'm like, no, why did you get me hyped for this? And then I have to wait a few more months. I'm like, bruh, why?
It's better than what Square Enix normally does, where they announce a game and then they delay it for like 7-8 years.
Yeah. They're like, hey, this game looking nice? Yeah. Okay, 13 years, you'll get it.
Yeah.
No, 13 years, they'll get rebooted.
Yeah, because see, if I gotta wait, dude, I'm gonna just go, like, at some point, I'm just gonna end up forgetting and then just be like, and then I find out probably a week later, I'm just like, bruh, I completely forgot. Why they don't want to remind me?
Like I hate to bring this back up again, but it's basically what you guys, it's like Duke Nukem, you wait years for it, and then it comes out, it's crap. I hate bringing that back up again.
Or the other one that I will not mention.
But you know, interesting thing I saw was it in Media Crate, so in Japanese sales, apparently new Super Mario Bros. You know, U with Luigi U and everything on the Switch outsold Kingdom Hearts 3 on the first week. Like still got overshadowed by the new Super Mario Bros. Thing. So that was interesting to see. I don't know why that was a thing, but
I don't know. I think because the Switch is so popular in Japan because it's a big portable thing.
Yeah.
I think that's probably why.
Yeah.
Like,
that was something interesting I saw. So I was like, wow.
They're far more support. Wow. They're far more
of all the games, it was new Super Mario Bros.
Right.
Yeah.
I'm afraid to get a Switch and play games online with someone in Japan, because if I do that, I'm gonna be crying.
They're actually far more into portables back there than right here. So I think that's part of why it's winning there.
Like, hey, Epic, I'm playing this dude on really Smash Bros. From Japan.
Yeah, all in all, really good direct. Good job, Nintendo. Deus Ex Machina, that's a game they didn't have here. And like Razor said earlier, you can play the demo now, and you can actually give them feedback. So, you know, similar to why did I forget the name of that game?
Octopath Traveler.
Octopath Traveler. Yeah, similar to how you give those guys feedback back when that game was still, in the demo stages. So you can give the Deus Ex Machina team feedback. And I love it when companies do that. They're like, okay, yeah, you can play this, and not only can you play it, you could tell us what we can do to improve it. Also, they don't have the Astro game here. They're missing a lot of games, honestly. GameSpot, step your stuff up. But
that's GameSpot. What can you expect?
Yeah, but the Astro game looked amazing. Can't wait to play it. Cannot wait to play it.
I'm very curious how the combat works, because they did where they're teasing like, oh, you notice how it's like you're controlling 2 people at once. Ooh, I'm like, okay, you've got me interested.
I hate how they get you interested. They just don't show you what to talk about. I'm like,
yeah. Well, it's like with Bayonetta 3, where they're like, oh, you guys want to hear about Bayonetta 3, right?
Troll,
don't worry, they're hard at work on it. And I'm like, you motherfucker.
Like, they're hard at work on it. Like, I don't like. I'm glad they're hard at work on it, but I want to see something.
Yeah. I don't know what was worse, that or that like 2 seconds we saw of Joker from Smash. At least I know Joker from Smash is coming out in 2 months. I don't know when Bayonetta 3 is coming out.
Me neither. Say yeah.
Show comes out as soon
we about
as
to see something? Nope.
Well, they say you can't rush a beautiful woman, so hopefully they're treating this Bayonetta 3 right.
But yeah, someone was upset that they didn't see Metroid Prime 4. I'm like,
oh my
you gotta remember they already announced earlier that they delayed it.
Yeah. They're redoing it. Why can't? What do you want? Another JPEG of the title screen?
Exactly. It's like, I feel cheated. I mean, they say they delayed it though, so I mean.
You mean which Metroid Prime? Which one?
Yeah, the fourth one.
4.
Yeah, the one that was supposed the one that a lot of people felt was coming out this year, but yeah.
Yeah, because for a second I thought you meant the first one that was on DS. Now it's gonna be like, wait.
The one thing I'm really surprised they didn't reveal was a Metroid Prime trilogy pack for the Switch. I'm still waiting for that.
Yeah, I thought we'd see that, and that was the only thing. But I guess like they're probably gonna be holding that closer to the release date of Metroid Prime 4, or at least, maybe the year before, sort of like how Kingdom Hearts had the 2.8.
Yeah.
But like the year before.
2 years before.
3. So they might do something similar to that, which
hopefully
kind of wet your palate a little bit.
Yeah.
But yeah, like I said, all in all, great direct. Some people hated it, but then again, I feel like, and this is just a me thing, I feel like Nintendo could announce something crazy, like they have Halo and they have like Uncharted properties for their console. And I feel like people still say it was disappointment.
Yeah, it's like every direct has to be this like mind-blowing orgasmic thing, and I'm like, no, that's not how this works with these things. That's why Sony's not even going to be at E3 this year, because they can't provide that. So it's like, why even bother? Which I can respect that.
Yeah, so I mean, it's like the directs, I was going to them with, just expecting to see a few things here and there. And here, I just saw so much. I saw so many third-party games. I saw so many just different games that, it was just amazing to see that stuff. I was really happy about what I saw.
For a direct that's like in February, I thought it was very, very enjoyable.
Yes.
Yeah, it was enjoyable.
Well, that's something I had to give them.
My poor wallet. Every time I watch one of these directs, I'm just like, that's another $60 down the toilet.
Your wallet.
My poor wallet.
Your wallet's just coughing out dust.
Yeah.
Please. Yeah. Please, no more.
Yeah.
No more, please.
Now we get to talk about how Razor felt about a particular title.
Oh boy.
Waiting for. For years now.
God, where do I even start with this? All right, so okay. Have any of you guys played Kingdom Hearts 3? Just so I know, like, what I can and can't say.
I have only played the beginning part because my friend was playing on friend's PS4.
Okay.
He's gonna let me borrow it once he's done. Yay.
I haven't it all because mine is still in the pawn shop.
Okay.
Does Sora still have zippers all over him?
Yes, more than ever.
Oh God.
Every time he says the word heart, a new zipper appears.
Yo, that's a lot of zippers, dude. Ben knows, right, Ben?
Can you wait. I have a question for you guys. I want everyone, even the viewers, to close your eyes and imagine Sora getting ready for the day, and imagine how many zippers he has to zip up.
I think he just sleeps in his clothes. He never sleeps anyway. He just... Actually, no, I take that back. He does fall asleep twice in Kingdom Hearts 3, and he still has his clothes on.
Or no, how about this? I just thought of a great death battle. Sora, with all his zippers, versus the guy from JoJo with the power of zippers.
No.
So
sounds
you think Sora can't fight the Stand with the power of zipper portals?
I mean, I think Zora's OP with the zippers, man. Zora's like, I've been doing zippers since I was a kid.
The zippers only really started with 2. You look back on the first one, it's like he's got like a normal outfit compared to what comes later.
Yeah.
And
they
then
decided to just go left his outfit, but go ahead. It's like, what your opinion is? Spoiler free.
Spoiler free. Okay.
I'll leave the room.
How many zippers would you like?
Well,
no.
We'll have to edit
I'm not gonna say. I'm not gonna say anything spoiler filled, so because we'll be here all night if I'm gonna get into the spoiler stuff. All right, so I'm gonna try to keep this as condensed as I can, because I literally when I first did my impressions video for it, it was nearly an hour long, and I didn't even talk about a lot of the things that are actually in the game. I kind of just stuttered and stammered my way through it for like an hour.
And then I did on his page because it has some spoilers down the page.
Okay. And then I did like a 2-hour live discussion with a friend of mine. And then I'm probably going to record another hour-long final impressions of it now that I've beaten it twice. So, and that's without even twice, yeah. I played this game for 15 hours straight one day. And I wasn't going to stop until I had beaten it. So, I beat it in like less than 2 days. So
that's how I am with most games.
Yeah. But this game
He's been waiting for 13 years for this game, so yeah.
Oh yeah. Yeah. So Kingdom Hearts 3, the reason my channel even exists is because of Kingdom Hearts 3. Just to put into context how much I was looking forward to Kingdom Hearts 3.
So basically you're saying Disney owns your channel.
Pretty much, yeah.
Yeah.
Square Enix is a big focus on my channel.
Thankfully not actually owning it, or there would have been some problems.
Yeah. Well, Square Enix, they're a big focus on my channel mostly because of like Final Fantasy and Kingdom Hearts, because I grew up with those two, and I love both of them. And I was really looking forward to Kingdom Hearts 3. Well, that's putting it very mildly. I was like really, 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 really excited for it. I bought the deluxe edition. I paid $450 for that pro version of Kingdom Hearts 3.
Dang, man.
Get it? Oh, yeah, I spent like $550 total preparing for my Kingdom Hearts 3 experience.
But you had the snacks, the blankets, you had everything set up all nice.
I just want to, before I say what I want to say, I just want to put into context how much I was looking forward to Kingdom Hearts 3.
Oh yeah. And quick side note, there's a dude, I'm calling him out by name, on another podcast we'll call Black Bond, and he said if you're hyped for this game, you're either a pedo or a weirdo.
Oh, come on!
Well, I guess I'm a weirdo then. That's fine.
So if you like Kingdom Hearts, you're a pedophile.
Well, it's because you're playing as a kid with Disney characters, apparently.
Yeah, it makes you feel like a fucking pedophile at one point. Consider how short Kyrie's skirt is in this fucking.
That's what I'm saying. But keep going.
How about this? I played Tomb Raider as a woman. Does that make me a pervert?
No.
I was trying to make a point.
He only does he plays Earthbound. I'm like, you're playing as a
little kid.
Boy.
Exactly.
I don't know.
You're
calling him a lot older than Ness.
Going by his logic, he just exposed himself.
Yeah.
Exactly. So you call people perverts for playing Kingdom Hearts when you're playing Earthbound.
It's like a fucking Disney game. It's the least pervy thing you can have.
Yeah.
You're playing as 4 little kids on Earthbound. So
yeah, and they're all younger than Sora.
Yeah.
Mine.
Then again, in this game, Kyrie gets a skirt that's I'm like, God damn, I'm like looking at her and I'm like, I have to remind myself, like, she's under 18. She's under 18. She's under 18. I can't,
no, Razor, don't say that.
I can't look. I cannot look.
They're gonna clip that part. They're gonna clip that part now.
And there's a part too where she's floating up and the camera goes behind her and I'm like, no, no.
Ma,
no, they're gonna clip that one section about Knight's podcast.
We do not condone this at Night's podcast. We
No.
don't condone this.
We're not. We like them young, but not that young.
Yo, they're gonna cut that part too. Oh,
Dude, stop saying that. No. What is wrong with you?
Yo, they clip it and they're gonna send it to me in DMs. But keep going, Razor.
Okay, so after like 13 years of waiting, plus like the nearly 6 years I waited after it was announced, I have very complicated feelings on the game. Like, oh god, I guess the best way. Oh, go ahead.
Oh, I was gonna ask, like, what has it been what you were waiting for? Is this what you were looking forward to all this time, or could it have been better?
Well, here's the thing. There are, okay, I can best sum up my thoughts that overall I feel mostly very positive about the game. And it's a very divisive game. Like, I've seen like a lot of people like really divided on how to feel. Like it's like an either or. Either you love it or you hate it. It's one of those games. It's not like one or two where that one like really people look back on those really fondly. This one like really is dividing the community.
2 was godlike.
2 is probably my favorite game ever made. So that also puts into context how much I've been looking forward to this. But I really liked it. I think it's really enjoyable to play. I think it looks amazing. Like, even with the lighting being a little weird in some areas, I think like the graphics just wow. It has some of the best music in the series, which I love. And as far as like oh, go ahead, sorry.
I was gonna. So it still has the classic Kingdom Hearts thing everyone knows it for.
It's got mostly It's here's the thing. Like, a lot of the new music is really good. Some of it great, but the best music in the game are the rearranged and remixed versions of like the classic God tier tracks. And what they do with some of them are nothing less than genius. Like, I'd go so far as to say some of them are just genius. But it's what makes me sad about some of that too is like some of the best rearrangements of the classics, they only play for like one scene, and it's like less than 30 seconds you play them. And I'm like, no, I want a full rip of that, and then they only play it for like 30 seconds, which I'm like, ah.
Did you enjoy that music? Like, I sure did. Easter Bunny, good. Then that's all you're getting then.
Yeah. Well, they play the Hades theme like once, and it's the best version of it. Like, I love that theme from 2, and they play it once, and I was like, oh yeah, and they only play it for like 15 seconds, and I'm like, okay.
So basically, you're getting all pumped up because you're hearing that.
Yeah.
You're acing everything on the game, and then when it's gone, like, what was I doing?
Yeah. And then some of it they do play, you know, as like the new world themes. Like the theme for Twilight Town is redone from 2, and it sounds just incredible in 3, and it's the best version of it, hands down, in the whole series. And they play you play it like it plays like on a loop, and I didn't care one bit. Like, I was just so happy to hear it while walking around Twilight Town. As far as like what you mentioned, also with like the moments that I've been waiting a long time to see. There are moments in this game and sequences that I have waited literal years to see that I think they get down almost perfectly. Like, to the point where I was like crying, like flat out crying like a child. Like, I was just like, this is incredible. I've waited so long to see this, and they delivered 100%. But, and this is a game of butts, and I don't mean asses, but it's a game about like, where you're starting off with something positive, but there's like this other thing that comes attached with it. It's like the positives and the negatives kind of go hand in hand a little bit in this. Where like a lot of people have asked me like, oh, did I like it? Did I think it was disappointing? Did I love it? And I'm like, it's complicated, because I think it's a genuinely great game, dragged down by like the very few but very like key, no pun intended, key things that it royally fucks up. And I'm talking about like moments in this game that pissed me off to such a degree that it's like almost ruined music for me because now I'm going to be thinking about that scene while I listen to the music, and I'm going to get angry, and my blood's going to start boiling. A couple characters in particular, they do them so dirty in this game that I just get angry whenever I think about it. It's got, the story is a mess. And I was trying to be nice about it earlier in my videos where I'm like, it's not a mess, but it's messy. No, it's a mess. It's a pacing disaster. Where it's like when I go back and I play Kingdom Hearts 2, like I think the pacing in that game is immaculate. I think it's got great set pieces. I think they drop in like little narrative breadcrumbs here and there. In this game, it's like it takes so long to get to the stuff that you want to see, and every single thing all the big moments that they show off in the trailer, they're compacted into like the final 5 to 6 hours of the game. Now, the 5 to 6 hours is mostly fantastic, but it's like all this other stuff, like all the Disney stuff, just feels like mixed quality filler, where you're just waiting to get to the stuff you came here to see. And I felt like that was a big problem. The pacing is pretty bad. It lacks a central direction, where I don't mean creative vision, I don't mean creative direction. It lacks like an interesting goal to keep it through. Because in the first game, let's take the first two games, for example, well, the first two mainline games. The first one, you have what's the goal of the first one? Oh, I need to find Kairi and Riku in order to get my world back. In the second one, it's I need to find Riku and I need to solve the mystery of what's going on with these Organization 13 guys. In this one, it's I need to find the power of waking. Okay, how do I do that? I don't know. And it's like, well, if you don't know, then how the hell am I supposed to get invested in what's going on if there's like no clear reason why we're even going to these Disney worlds? Like literally, when they go to these Disney worlds, they're like, "Why are we here? You got me, Donald." That's like actual dialogue from the beginning of the Tangled world, where it's like, "Why are we in this world? You got me." I'm like, then why are we here? Why are we here? If all it is just this filler bullshit, it's like, why? And then when they're like cutting down and having these really bad retellings of the Disney movies, like they compact the plot to like Tangled and Frozen, and they have the really terrible version of the At World's End story, which is already a mess in the movie, and it just made worse in this game. And then like there's literally all these moments where they just kind of look at each other and they're like, do we even know what we're supposed to be doing anymore? And they just kind of shrug their shoulders and they're like, oh, I don't know. And I'm like, what? Then why should I care?
Exactly.
Yeah.
Like, so when the main characters are questioning themselves,
yeah,
what are you, the player, supposed to feel about that?
Like when he goes to the Olympus world, he literally forgets why he's there. Like the first 30 minutes he's in the world. Like he literally has to be reminded by Goofy. He's like, hey Sora, didn't you want to ask Hercules something? And Sora's like, oh yeah, I totally forgot. And I'm like, okay.
See, if this was me, and I know in previous Kingdom Hearts games, when you go to Olympus, that's a gladiator fight. So when Goofy asked me, what are we doing here? Like, what I'm going to be thinking is, I'm here to kick Hercules' ass. That's what I'm thinking.
Which speaking of that, as much as I do like the game, there is something about it that is very lacking. And I don't mean in terms of, because I think it is content rich. There's a lot to do in it, but it's missing those like, it just feels like it's missing something or small little things. Like it doesn't have a critical mode, and this game's already like way too easy even on the highest difficulty. It doesn't have a critical mode. It doesn't have any tournament of any sort. The end game is total ass. Like it's terrible compared to the past game. There's no Final Fantasy. There's like very little Final Fantasy in this. There's no Sephiroth fight. There's no Cloud. There's no Leon. There's no Yuffie. No Aaron. Nope.
No Cloud. No Sephiroth. No.
The most you get.
But he can't make an appearance in Kingdom Hearts. I don't believe it.
The most you get for Final Fantasy are these little cameos from the Dissidia action figures in the Toy Story world, and the cacti, which when you topple him down in order to access a crate, it plays the da 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 da, which is like pouring salt in the wound. So like, there's no other Final Fantasy, but you're playing the Final Fantasy jingle.
I don't give a fuck about the cactus.
Man.
Yeah, and they show the world that the fucking Final Fantasy characters live in. They show Radiant Garden or Hollow Bastion only in cutscenes, and Sora isn't even there. And it's like, why can't... If Radiant Garden is around, why can't we go visit the Final Fantasy characters? Like, they have to be there. It's not like they moved to Kyrgyzstan or something. They're there in Radiant Garden, and we can't visit them. And not even the central Final Fantasy characters. All the past ones that were like Setzer and Cypher and Vivi and Selphie and Titus, like none of them are there. Even in Twilight Town, Vivi's not there, Cypher's not there. Oh my God, what's his name? Setzer isn't there. There's no struggle tournament. There's nothing. Twilight Town is really tiny compared to how it was in Kingdom Hearts 2. Kingdom Hearts 2's Twilight Town is a vast open world compared to how it is in Kingdom Hearts 3.
I need my Yuffie fix, bro.
No Yuffie, no Aerith, no Tifa, no none of that. No Renoa, no Squall.
Strife, man.
No Cloud. They mentioned Cloud. They mentioned Auron at one point, but they don't show him.
Not even Lightning.
Not even Lightning. Not even Noctis. The one Final Fantasy 15 crossover that would have made sense to me isn't here. He's in fucking Papa John's Pizza, but he isn't fucking here in Kingdom Hearts. He's in Forza Horizon 4, but he's not in Kingdom Hearts.
Whoa. Noctis is in Forza Horizon 4?
Well, the car is in Forza Horizon 4. But Final Fantasy 15, there's more Final Fantasy 15 in Forza Horizon 4 than there is in Kingdom Hearts 3.
Youch.
Yeah, he's too busy eating the pizza, you know.
Yeah. He's too busy. He's too busy hanging out with the Sims now. So there's that.
Freaking Noctis came to Tekken 7.
Yeah, Noctis is in Tekken right now. He's too busy for Kingdom Hearts 3. And then it's just.
Can you blame him?
I don't
know. All the pretty women. Can you blame them?
You have to give a score to this. From your video, I'll actually link that description now because his video is very good. You know, very in depth. But what would you give it a score like if you do 1 through 10?
I don't know. I don't know, honestly, because I think for the most part it is very fun, despite a lot of my problems with it. I think it is fun. I think it's mostly satisfying, but I feel like this particular game is starting to feel like, I think we're headed towards the point in Kingdom Hearts where it's starting to really worry me, where it's starting to become like later seasons of Yu-Gi-Oh!, where the first few seasons of Yu-Gi-Oh! I think are fun. I think they have a central goal, and I think they have a really interesting like emotion. As goofy as they are, I think there's an interesting there's an interesting thing to them. But then you get to the later seasons of Yu-Gi-Oh! And it just gets ridiculous.
Yeah, Calcos was just silly.
Yes, and convoluted. We're in the Orichalcos phase of Kingdom Hearts.
Yeah, that was just silly.
Which, it's like, and then they talk about how Nomura, he's like, oh, I want to make Kingdom Hearts 3 be this ending, but I also want to tease the future. They go way overboard on teasing the future of Kingdom Hearts. Like, way overboard to the point where Maleficent and Pete are basically the Jesse and James of this series now. They do absolutely nothing in this game, and they're only there just to be a setup for the Kingdom Hearts 4 or Kingdom Hearts 3.5 Dream Drop, Bubble Drop, whatever the fuck they're gonna call the next one.
I like how you're doing, like you sound like an angry old man, like Kingdom Hearts 3. Bubblegum Drop, whatever the fuck.
These fucking names are ridiculous anyway, so it's like whatever the next one comes out for the Switch or whatever they're gonna have. It's just the lore. The lore has already gotten so convoluted to the point where the fucking characters don't even understand what's going on. Now they're gonna make it 10 times worse because now the future of this series is gonna rely so heavily on that mobile game that came out. And they even say things in Kingdom Hearts 3 that if you are not aware of the mobile game lore extensively, you're gonna be so lost as to what's happening. And even people I know that have played the mobile game and know the lore, even they were like, "What the hell were they talking about in Kingdom Hearts 3?"
Yeah, so basically, like, I want to say, like with the Game Boy, like they say you have to play like Game Boy games, like some stuff like
Hold on, I'll be right back.
Some stuff that future kids couldn't even access if they wanted to get in Kingdom Hearts, like Game Boy stuff like that. Like they can't have access to it.
Yeah,
so.
and it ends, and I'm not gonna spoil what happens, but it ends with a moment that makes me interested in the future of the series, but I think they cheated. And I'm not going to say how. I think I'm interested not for the right reasons.
I'm sorry about that, but to be honest, I was like, I don't hate the series, but I was kind of hoping for a big finisher, like an over-the-top finisher. Like
it does have an over-the-top finisher.
This is Kingdom Hearts 3. I thought the story was supposed to be done with this. We've waited years for this.
Hold up. I just went through a slide. Why does my boy Goofy look pissed off? Donald does too. My boy Goofy looks pissed off.
Oh God! Speaking of them, so there's a mini game in this game where you have to cook food for the Remy from Ratatouille, and that's actually a really fun part of the game. I was really surprised by how much I got into the cooking mini games.
I saw that. My boy K9S Bruce.
Yeah.
What in Houdini? Houdini was shouts to Houdini. He was playing that. The Ratatouille.
Can I at least learn something if I cook something for him? Can I learn how to cook some of that food?
No, because all you ever do is just crack one egg and you've whipped up an entire chocolate mousse.
This is like Breath of the this is like Breath of the Wild. This is BS.
Well, I actually really like it reminds me of Cooking Mama. It's probably why I liked it so much.
It's not Cooking Mama because I feel like Cooking Mama
does have more depth than Kingdom Hearts 3.
Cooking Mama goes into depth.
I just thought it was cute. But what really drags that minigame down is that once you get access to it, Donald and Goofy will not shut the fuck up about ingredients out in the wild. Like whenever you're walking, you'll hear Donald go, "This might be a good spot to find some ingredients. This might be a good spot to find some ingredients. This might be a good spot to find some ingredients." And then you hear Goofy, "Hey Sora, I think you can get some ingredients for the chef. Hey Sora, I think you can get some ingredients for the chef. This might be a good spot to find." And it's like, shut the fuck up. Like, shut up.
That's the power of OCD, man. And
yeah, and even in areas where you literally, if you just walk out of the map for like a second, you come back to the area and the food will respawn, they'll start all over again. Like, this might be, it's like, And then when there's a meta game in it as well where you have to find like hidden Mickey symbols in the world, which I actually think is really cool. But then you also have it where like Goofy will tell you like, "Hey Sora, I think that's a lucky emblem," and you feel like a fucking dumbass because you're looking around and you don't see it, and you're like, "Well, can you please provide me a hint where it is, Goofy?" "Sure, I think that's a lucky emblem somewhere." It's like,
Like, Goofy, I'm asking you where the lucky emblem is. Can you please tell me? Like,
and then there's one in Winnie the Pooh World, and Winnie the Pooh World is super tiny, and there's only 3 lucky emblems in it. It took me 10 minutes to look for one of these lucky emblems. Like, I stood by a tree, and Sora kept saying, "Hey, I think that's a lucky emblem," and I'm like, "Where? Where?"
I don't think I can go in that world. I feel like Pooh Bear would be asking me, like, "Could you fetch me some pots of honey, please?" Like,
he does that.
Man, I would make that pet get off his butt and go do it himself.
You have to play a matchup video game.
Get your yellow butt up and go get your own honey.
I actually really liked the Winnie the Pooh bit. People have been hating on the Winnie the Pooh bit because of how short it is, but I actually thought it was like one of the few times the game actually kind of like evokes like the really subtle melancholy of the first game. Like I thought it was really interesting how they did the Winnie the Pooh one in this. It's not you go out and find the pages. It's like it's just one like 15-20 minute dedicated section, and it's like, all right, that was cute. It's a nice break from fighting.
If I had a girlfriend, I have to leave the room. Like, here, you can play the Winnie the Pooh stage. I want nothing to do with it.
Hey man, I went with like fellow 25, 26-year-olds to go watch Christopher Robin, so I felt no shame playing through fucking Winnie the Pooh and Kingdom Hearts 3.
That's why I be saying.
Yeah,
I mean, I don't feel shame in it. I just don't know how to feel about Pooh Bear. I mean, I don't. Sometimes I like him, or well, not like him. Sometimes I don't have like any real anything to say about him. Sometimes I just don't like him. It's just like that. So
I love him. I like Winnie the Pooh is a major like nostalgia soft spot for me. So anytime I see him, I'm just like, I'm back.
The real Christian.
But I definitely think taken on its own merits, I think Kingdom Hearts 3 is very much worth playing. It just has a lot of caveats laced with it. I certainly think it's better than fucking Final Fantasy 15. Because that game is just a mess. Like, that game was just a disaster.
I saw the thing where Conan O'Brien was playing Final Fantasy 15.
Yeah.
It took 3 real days to kill one giant monster. I'm like, the heck is this?
Yeah. Well, it's for everything that Kingdom Hearts 3 lacks, at least you don't have to watch an anime or a movie to understand what the hell's going on. Or get some kind of reason to care. It's like you get all that stuff from the past games, and it's like, okay. Taken on its own, I think it's a mess. But when you've been with the series as long as I have, like it's like, all right, I'm here for the end game stuff, and like I already know everything that's going on, so it's like
exactly. I feel like okay, yeah, if you want to go ahead and jump into Kingdom Hearts 3,
that's a bad.
Do that, but I feel like you'll be lost with newcomers. But if you've been with the series for as long, like from Game Boy to PlayStation to now, like go ahead and finish what you started.
Yeah, it's. There were like articles coming out that were like, "Oh, Kingdom Hearts 3 is the best place to start." I'm like, "No, God, no."
I don't trust. I don't like IGN. Like I watch the reviews, but I'd rather watch a real person give a review because I feel like IGN or something has to say it's good.
I loved Donkey's review of it, even though he tore it a new asshole. I still loved his review of it.
Epic, are you still there? Epic?
Oh no, we lost him, didn't we?
Epic?
Well, his mic did sound pretty funny.
Oh snap! I didn't mean to take over. I just wanted to ask Mango some questions. That's it.
Oh man, I have the rest of it. I have most of the topics, so I should be able to help out with everything.
Yeah, but can we save the video even?
Yeah. Oh no, he left. He legit left. Wow.
Oh shit.
Dang.
Somehow. No, he's still here.
Oh no.
He's still here.
Did I mess up?
No idea.
I didn't mean to. I was just asking Mango questions. I was about to apologize if I did. Oh god.
If it's anyone to blame, it's my fault for going on a tangent about Kingdom Hearts 3. So the blame goes on me.
No, I took over because I started asking you about it, and it's on me.
And that's without even getting into spoiler territory. Imagine how off I'd go if that's like I'm on a leash, which is good.
The sun would be up.
Yeah, pretty much.
I'm pretty sure your boss will appreciate. Like, yo, Mango, you come into work today? Like, we need just his.
We would also have to make this an EX episode instead.
Hey, I would like if Mango was going to give like a spoiler video. I would like to do something special. Just give him a nice fireplace, a nice little velvet chair. Give him a pipe with bubbles and a robe, and a good cat in a book.
Well, I plan on doing a spoiler cast with one of my good friends who I did like a lead up to Kingdom Hearts 3 with. I can't even imagine how long that thing's gonna go on for.
Oh god.
Like 3 hours probably.
What are we gonna do about this though? What Meno,
Yeah,
you have an idea?
Yeah, I happen to have most of the topics instead of some of them that Epic has.
Yeah, I'm
Okay.
back. Sorry about that.
Oh boy. Oh, he's back. He's back.
He fell asleep. Oh.
Yeah, someone had called me. I had to go do something.
But no, I tried to. I was about to say something, but you didn't respond. I guess all of us kind of forgot. You just said you had to go.
Yeah, I said I had to go for a second.
But
busy with the main course.
Yeah, but what I was about to say, sorry if I took over the podcast there, Epic. I was just asking him questions and kind of got.
Oh no, that's good. I like that. You know, the guest has some things to say. Like I said, I knew that he finished the game. I knew that he had a lot to say. So I was like, you could go ahead and stay up on the podcast too. So that's pretty good.
I was dying to see Yuffie in all her high def glory.
Sorry, it's no one's there.
We don't get to see those buttons that night.
I was surprised when I saw the trailer in the Toy Story thing. Like, I'm in Andy's room fighting a giant toy monster. What if he walks in?
There's actually a really cool little intro to the Toy Story world where Nomura basically gets to remake his version of what he wanted Final Fantasy 15 to be. And it's really cool, and I'm like, I would have taken this over what we got.
Does Buzz Lightyear's laser beam actually do something?
Yes, it actually turns into an actual laser beam. Like he actually like tries to kill Woody at one point because he gets possessed by a Heartless.
Wow.
Oh my god.
Yeah, it gets pretty dark at one point.
I seriously want to find just one thing in the room where I can use, like, you know, like in Zelda where you're in a boss room and you have to do a certain thing to like weaken it and everything. I want that, and I want Andy to walk by.
Yeah, see, now I can't wait to play Kingdom Hearts because when my boyfriend finished playing it at some point, I'm going to borrow his game and just play it. Just like, I'm like, but.
Oh, I had a really funny story. Speaking of boyfriends and girlfriends, I had a really funny story about Kingdom Hearts 3. So I'm sorry, Nicole, I interrupted you.
You're good. Go ahead and tell your story.
So I had one of my good friends was playing it, and I'm really good friends with his girlfriend as well. So I'm at work one day, and I'm about to clock out of my shift, and I get this text from my friend, who's my other friend's girlfriend, and she's like, "Can you please call me as soon as you can?" And I think something's wrong, and I call her. I'm like, "Yo, is everything okay?" And she's like, "Everything's fine. I just have a question that I don't know how to word it though." And I go, okay. "Well, just don't keep me in suspense. Like, spill it out." And she's like, "Okay, why is my boyfriend crying over this video game?"
They don't know, man.
And I'm like, what? And she's like, "Yeah, so and so finished Kingdom Hearts 3, and he's sitting here crying." And my friend is like one of the most like stone cold people you could meet. Like he's got like he keeps his emotions like super like close to his chest. To hear that he was crying during Kingdom Hearts 3, I just started laughing. I was like, this is what you texted me over? Fucking him crying over this video game?
Like, why is my boyfriend crying over this stupid video game?
Yeah.
He's like, shut up! You don't understand.
I could hear him in the background, like sniffling, and I'm like, so what? And I was on speaker. I'm like, so what part did you cry at? And he's like, man, just everything. The whole thing got me at the end. And I'm like, yeah.
Did he play all the Kingdom Hearts? Like,
yes, he's played it. He's one of the ones.
That's understandable then.
He's one of the ones that's obsessed with the mobile game, which I want nothing to do with.
I would have talked to his girlfriend,
So I told her, you just don't understand.
I'll just say, girl, girl.
Yeah.
Have you played the Kingdom Hearts before? Like, no.
She picked up the lore pretty quick from 3, I must admit. Like, we were talking about it, and she's like, but didn't so-and-so say so-and-so about so-and-so? And I was like, damn, like, okay, like, I can actually have a conversation with her about this. And she won't look at me like I'm speaking, I don't know, German or something.
Exactly. I find it real. I can't talk with people about what's on TV or what's happening in the world. I know video games. That's all I basically know. I can't talk with people about regular things. I'm weird. I need weird people. That's why I have you guys.
Oh wait, here's my question.
No offense.
Oh wait, this is my question to Mango. Has she ever played a Kingdom Hearts game before?
I don't think so.
She needs to understand. She needs to go through initiation.
She did pick up the lore, according to him.
She not extensively, but she was able to like tell me things that, I mean, I already knew these things, but like we were debating the final bits, and I was explaining my side of it, and she's like, but so and so said so and so, and so and so, and I was like, wow, that's an actual counterpoint that I can debate from somebody who's barely touched these games. That's impressive. Wow.
I feel like I'm gonna say. Did you feel like you got a message from the heavens?
Regarding the game?
Yeah, like when you said I feel like you feel like finally someone I can debate with.
Oh no, just I was just impressed in that one little moment, but everything else she just kept quiet about.
Speaking of which, sorry. But speaking of which, cause me and my boyfriend, we actually both just finished college back in December. But probably I want to say maybe a few weeks after we started dating and finished college, he got me playing Dead by Daylight, and I'm like,
that's also a game coming this week. I cannot think of the name.
This game now? No, because he got me playing that and Warframe. I'm just like, honestly, whenever we FaceTime, I would just give him the face whenever we play. I'm just like, I'm like, I love you, but I hate you for having me play these games because I like them now.
Like, Nicole, would you get lost in what you're doing or just freaked out or whatever?
Okay, what?
No, I don't know. And let me get my train of thought here. No, I'm asking, would you get, freaked out or lost in, the game, Dead by Daylight or whatever?
No. But with Dead by Daylight, though, when I first played it, dude, I would always be the first one to die. I was like, bruh.
I forgot what Dead by Daylight isn't Dead by Daylight that parkour zombie game?
That's Dying Light.
Oh.
Dead by Daylight's the one where it's Evolve, but it's a serial killer, like a monster horror slasher kind of thing.
Are you talking about that weird doctor thing?
No. You got different killers from different movies.
Yes.
And you have to turn on 4 generators in order to escape. Mm-hmm. But the thing is, though, if you get caught by the killer, they will hook you. Once they hook you, you do not escape.
Yeah.
I tell you, do not escape by yourself. You will die quicker. But you will need someone else.
Is one of the serial killers some weird half-naked doctor in an apron, or am I thinking of something else?
You're probably thinking of Dead by Daylight. It's been a while since I've played it, but I wouldn't be surprised if it had that in there.
One of them wears an apron, but I can't think of all the name of the characters off the top of my head right now. But yeah, you'll have to look up the name of the characters online when you get a chance, or whenever I play the game again. But yeah, it's you got Leatherface, you got Freddy Krueger, you got you got a few other characters in there too.
You got the pig mask from Jigsaw, Saw.
Leatherface is technically human.
Yeah.
Leatherface is technically human, so pop.
But you got popular killers from popular horror movies, but yeah, if you die, you just practically sacrifice yourself. But it depends on who you play with, because it's an online game, so it depends on who you play with online. Some people will help you. No, because some people will help you, and then some people will actually be stupid and not help you.
Sorry, Nicole. What's that noise in the background? It sounds like a cat meowing.
That's Romeo. You hear whining at me.
Oh,
understood.
But yeah.
Thankfully, he wasn't breathing in the mic earlier. That would have caused some junk again.
I feel like if there was a haunted mansion, Mango would say, "Let's go in."
Sure, why not? Actually, like I've played only Dead by Daylight like a couple of times, but the most fun I ever had with it was like the very first time I was ever a killer, where I would just run around and just go over the mic and just hit people. That was fun, and it never got better after that. Like I hit my peak with Dead by Daylight with that one playthrough, and then I was done after that.
So I actually got a funny story to tell. So
sorry to cut you off.
I got a story.
Nicole,
Hold on.
Quick thing.
I
know on what I'm watching. I'm watching JoJo.
Epic.
He calls it the world when he.
I don't think he's
does
talking
time
to us.
stop, but he says time resume when he does time resume.
But anyway, so I was in Orlando visiting my dad for New Year's, right?
Mm-hmm.
So I'm actually playing Dead by Daylight with my boyfriend and two of his friends. So I'm playing it in my dad's room while him and my stepmom are in the living room watching TV or whatever. So me and my stepbrother, we're in my dad and his mom's room playing the game. So while me and my boyfriend and his two friends are actually waiting to actually start the game, he was actually listening to our conversation because we're actually in this audio group chat on PS4. So my stepbrother, he can hear them talking while I'm FaceTiming my boyfriend on my computer. And my stepbrother, he is roasting my boyfriend's friends online because one of my boyfriend's friends, he keeps dying in the game. So my stepbrother's like, I hope one of y'all. He was telling this specific friend of my boyfriend's, I hope he dies first.
I would have just left the game after that. Like I'm gonna go.
Mind you, my stepbrother is 10. So this 10-year-old stepbrother of mine is roasting a 20-something-year-old man. I was like, bruh. We're just sitting there laughing.
Someone say something. Like, he roasting you guys. Like, I don't know what to say.
So this specific friend. So my stepbrother is roasting one of my boyfriend's friends. And like, bro, we just sitting there laughing at him because he's the first one that keep dying. We just sitting there laughing. And as soon as the game starts, my boyfriend's friend, he's already hooked. And the game only hasn't even started a whole minute yet. And my stepbrother's just already sitting there roasting the man and laughing.
Like, Nicole, get your brother. He's mean.
Bruh, if you had a younger step-sibling roasting one of your step-siblings, boyfriend or girlfriend's friends online, bro, that is the funniest thing ever.
Nice.
That kid deserves a medal.
And then it got to one point to where I actually let my stepbrother play the game with my boyfriend, so we were actually teaching him how to play it. So yeah, but it was actually pretty awesome. It was like the best night of our lives.
Yeah, that sounds like a fun night.
That does sound very enjoyable.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Speaking of fun, we'll have to move somehow. This epic stole out. We still have a pile of topics.
Okay, so yeah, let's move on with these topics.
Okay,
well,
I
Alright.
mute myself for a second, but that just made me mad. He says the world though, it stops time, but he says time resume. So you
Okay, what?
time, but you say the world instead of time stop.
Well, he could. Well, they do that. Dio did that because when he got down to zero, like, time will start again. So.
Yeah, but he never said time resume. Jordan was like, "Nah, time resume." I'm like, what?
Well, that's Jotaro. Do you want Jotaro to be just like Dio? I
want
think
him
so.
to say time stop and not Rodo. But let's go to the next topic.
Stop Platinum.
Yeah.
The world.
I'm like, no, it's not the world. It's Spinx in the curse. Is.
We
I was confused about that. To be honest,
the Spinx the Curse Mummy is actually coming to the Nintendo Switch near you.
Okay.
Yeah, so this was actually a pretty cool game. It's man, this was on the way back. You can actually play it on PS2 as well, I believe. But that's where I played it. It was initially another console though before PS2. But yeah, Spinx and the Cursed Mummy.
Epic, I got you on this one. I got you, buddy. I got you. Okay,
yeah,
so
Nicole got it. The world.
Okay, so for Spinx and the Cursed Mummy, this game was on PlayStation 2, GameCube, and Xbox back in early 2000s. To be specific, 2003. So for all of you that are pretty much a big fan of this game, dude, you already know. But for those who have not heard of this game, it is pretty much an original third-person action game based, pretty much based in ancient Egypt. So you're pretty much playing as the two main characters, Spinx and Prince Tut, who pretty much gets turned into a mummy by his brother on his birthday.
Dick.
So,
ouch.
Yeah. So,
an asshole.
So the both of them will have to pretty much tag team together in order to turn Prince Tut back into a human, and pretty much, stop his brother from trying to take over the world. So you're pretty much going to be, you'll be pretty much traveling pretty much through magical portals, to actually foil his brother's plan to actually take over Egypt and the rest of the world. But,
I guess that's the world to them.
Yeah, so you'll be fighting mythical monsters. Pretty much going to be able... When you're playing as Spinx, you're going to be having the sword and shield of Osiris, which is actually pretty dope to use. Because I actually ended up buying this game on Steam like 2 or 3 days ago. Because I didn't find out about this game actually coming out on Switch, Mac, Steam, and Linux, and PC as well. But as soon as I got this game, I'm like, oh my god, these graphics, bro. Like, dude, I'm like, these graphics are way better than the GameCube version that I had. Like, when I had the game, because I'm like, oh my god, I am going to end up losing my mind. But this game is freaking awesome, though. If you haven't played the game, I would suggest you go get the game. If you already got the game, just, dude, please make more YouTube videos, because honestly, I want to see how it's playing on the Switch, more or less. So, yeah. Like, this game is awesome. Like, I was telling my boyfriend about this. I'm like, oh my god. I'm like, you know what? I'm going to have that fuck it moment and just buy the game, because I want to play it so bad. So like the past couple of days since I bought it, I've been playing it on my computer with a PS3 controller. So I'm just like, yep. But this game is like totally awesome. It totally works, because if you get it for a Switch, I think it's like $24 or $25. And if you get it on Steam, if you get it on Steam, Linux, Mac, or whatever. When I bought it on Steam, it was like practically $15. So, but it depends on where you buy it from. But and you can buy it off Amazon too for like $27. But yeah.
Did you say $50 or $15?
15 on Steam.
Okay.
Yeah, it's 15. I'm looking at the Steam page of it right now.
Oh, look at Razor doing his due diligence.
But yeah, because this game came out. I found out because it was supposed to. I'm looking at one of the links I sent Epic, I think 2 days ago. the game was originally supposed to come out November 11th back in 2017, but they ended up pushing it back to January 29th of this year. So yeah, and they actually ended up making it look a little bit more HD like. When I was playing it on my computer, I'm like, bruh, I'm gonna cry because this game looks amazing. Like, bro, like, dude, it is worth playing.
All right. Anyone else? I got nothing on this.
I didn't even know this game was a thing until I heard about it now. And interesting.
Spinx and the Curse
That's why I got nothing on it.
Honestly, for a girl that is actually a fan of anything pertaining to ancient Egypt, I highly suggest you play this game. So
okay,
because it's kind of like thinking of it as an adventure game, right? Y'all know how Legend of Zelda is like an adventure game?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Think of Sphinx and the Cursed Mummy like that, story-wise.
So it's like your Legend of Zelda.
Yeah, except you're playing as two different characters.
Okay.
So yeah.
Cool. I'll wish this.
It sounds interesting. Like, I won't say I'm not interested. It sounds interesting.
But if y'all want to end up watching other YouTubers play it, I would probably suggest you do that first before you actually buy the game, so you can actually get a feel for it. So don't need y'all wasting your money and then you get confused as hell. So I would probably suggest y'all watch YouTube videos of it first before you actually buy the game. So.
Well, dang, Laura.
Okay. So yeah, Spinx the Cursed Mummy. I know another friend of mine. He actually in one of our classes where we were remaking the classic games, this game he chose. So I know he's gonna be happy.
Claps to that dude right there. He knows he knows what's up. He knows what's up.
Yeah, he knows the deal. He knows the deal. It's on his Razor.
If I ever come back to the campus, I'm gonna have to high five that dude.
So, Razor's favorite company in the world. Or second favorite, I guess, because I think Square Enix is your favorite.
I have a love-hate relationship with them.
Yeah, because they need a reality check.
Yeah.
One of my favorite videos.
Thank you. I have fun making those.
Oh my. Ooh.
Sony explains why it will be skipping E3 this year.
Oh yeah.
So the world has changed, but E3 hasn't necessarily changed with it. That's basically one of their quotes. Basically, they're saying they can't get that wow factor anymore. This was Sean Layden, by the way. So he's a worldwide chairman, for those who don't know, for Sony Interactive Entertainment. So he's talking about how PlayStation brand, they always want to go for a wow factor, but with leaks and different things coming out before E3, they couldn't really give that same kind of factor.
And that's the main reason why.
And that's the main reason. At least that's the reason Sean Layden gave. There might be some other underlying reasons, but that's the reason he gave.
Yeah.
So the thing is, I think that's fine. Like I'd rather they skip so they can do better in the next year. Like why waste money on the floor space and the giant statues and the equipment and all that when they really aren't going to have anything noteworthy there for at least like to be playable to the general public. Like why waste that money just so you can have what like Concrete Genie there as your big showstopper, which is like okay. But what I'm hoping Sony does is actually like do like the Nintendo thing where they do like Sony or PlayStation Directs. That'd be great. Like I'd love to see them try to do something like that. I don't think they'll do it as well as Nintendo does it, but I think that'd be a great way to get their message out there. Because I think PlayStation at this point is in that Nintendo region where they have the power to just kind of break away and do their own thing. Like they can just put out like a small JPEG and be like, oh, PlayStation Direct coming blah 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 at this time, and people will go to it. If freaking like Microsoft did that, I don't think the turnout would be half as much as what Sony or Nintendo would do.
All right.
Like, I think they've got that power at this point. I think they've earned it with the number of really high quality stuff they brought out this generation.
Yeah. Or they're not just building up with the games. They'll also be revealing the PS5, or so it seems, next time.
Yeah,
I think they're preparing for that.
Yeah, I've heard reports that all their studios are basically working on PlayStation 5 titles now, with the exception, I think, of obviously the PS4 versions of like The Last of Us Part 2 and Ghost of Tsushima and Death Stranding and all those, like the ones that haven't come out yet. But like a lot of the other ones are moving on to PlayStation 5.
So do you believe those games will be
come on, Kojima, please put Death Stranding on PS4, please.
It'll be on PS4. I just think it'll be on PS5 as well.
So you do think there'll be dual releases?
I don't think they'll be at the same time dual releases. I think they will be, because I have a feeling PlayStation 5 is going to come out in spring 2020. I don't think it's going to be November, because that just seems like too long of a time to wait. And they don't really have any big heavy hitters so far this year. They've got.
They'll pull a Nintendo and release it before November.
Yeah, I think they're gonna do that. That would be the smart move if they did like a PlayStation meeting in September, say, to do like for the press to show off the PlayStation 5, and then have it be like have the return of PlayStation experience for the fans, where they can like play the PlayStation 5 games and some of the upcoming PS4 stuff. And then they release it in March of 2020. I think that would be the smartest business move, because it's getting away from like competing with the next Xbox. It's like its own little niche area. It's not holiday rush. And then they have the whole 2020 to build hype with like all the upcoming games coming out for it.
Ben, what do you think? Do I type F in the chat again?
Yikes!
Oh,
either he fell asleep or something else.
What are we talking about?
Sony
sleepy?
Sony
explains why they're skipping E3 this year.
Sorry, you were talking about Kingdom Hearts 3, and when you were talking about that, I think Ben just kind of passed out, because that of no interest to him.
Yeah, I understand though.
I don't blame him.
I mean, like the only ones I played are 358 and a half and Reloaded.
Mm-hmm.
Ew.
The two of the worst ones.
Yeah, that's the thing. But yeah,
let's move along.
What's this sound? Y'all shooting up here?
Boom.
So yeah, I guess Ben doesn't like the fact that Sony's skipping E3.
Yeah.
Don't cry. What do you think, Razor?
It's fine. Like I it's sad because it is a little sad because a big part of why me and my friends get together to watch E3 is because of PlayStation. Because we ever since 2013 we've been doing this as like a tradition. Ever since we missed out on being together when they announced the PS4 and the Epic Smackdown on Microsoft and Kingdom Hearts 3, we're like, we got to get together every year to watch the PlayStation one. If we're not going to watch any of the other ones, we at least have to watch the PlayStation stuff. With PlayStation not being here at E3 this year, it's kind of like a lot of the excitement for E3 is like, it's decreased quite a bit. But I feel like there's still exciting stuff with E3. My thing is like, can E3 survive without Sony? And this, I think, will be the big year where it's like, let's see how much it actually gets compared to last year and the year before that.
I mean, and this is a thing, and I don't know if people can call me a Nintendo fanboy for this, but I feel like Nintendo looked at the future on that and said, we're not going to do a conventional show anymore. Like, they did that around, that was around 2012 they started doing that, right?
Yeah. They called it really early with where the future was headed with this stuff.
They said, yeah, we're not gonna do a conventional show. We're just gonna, we're gonna be there and you can play our games, but we're gonna have, our own little direct where we control everything, and we have that kind of E3 presentation there, pre-recorded. We do everything there, and then we're gonna put it out. And I think that was definitely a smart move. I didn't see that back then, but I do see that now.
Yeah, back then it was like, really? Like you're like having the audience there is half the fun, where you get the cheering. But now it's like, whenever Nintendo announces these directs, people just like flock to them, and they get so excited for them. And like I think I could speak like we're among them. We're like, yeah, I can't wait for this Nintendo Direct. Exactly. I can't wait to sit in front of my computer and see cool stuff where I don't have to wait until June every year for it. It's like little things throughout the year.
Yeah, it's quite a shocking turn.
Yeah,
I'm actually glad it worked out.
Yeah, like imagine if PlayStation came out and was like, hey, we're gonna have a PlayStation Direct and we're gonna talk about The Last of Us Part 2, Death Stranding, Ghost of Tsushima, and like maybe a tease of the PS5. Even if they only did those 3 titles and they kept it short and sweet, they dedicated maybe like 8 to 10 minutes to each title. You know how many like thousands upon thousands upon thousands of people would join in to watch that? Like it like no floor space, no theater renting required. All they gotta do is just edit a video together with trailers and interviews, and that you're good. Like they'll get all the free press that they want from that.
Exactly.
Yeah. Like that's where the future is headed, and that's what the thing. It's like E3 is becoming kind of irrelevant now.
Their own little personal E3.
You control everything. You get to basically put out what you want to see.
Yeah.
And kind of keep it like that. I think that's that's definitely like really really good.
Yeah.
For the companies that really helps them out. And yeah, actually a smart move in hindsight.
Yeah.
Good job.
Yeah. Nicole, you still there?
Oh yeah, I'm still here.
Ben, are you here or did you pass back out?
I'm here.
Okay, I promise we're not talking about Kingdom Hearts 3 again.
Let's all
I'm done.
Ben, hit yourself with a stack of Benjamins. You'll be just fine.
Okay. So, Sony president John Codera?
Codera. I think it's Codera.
Who oversaw PS4 censorship policies, gets replaced with Jim Ryan. I have no idea who Jim Ryan is.
Ow!
Bring Andrew House back.
Sucks.
That NPC Kool-Aid totally strong. We're gonna see more of its strength later.
Yeah, apparently he wasn't censoring things enough, so they need someone who's willing to, really put their hands into that stuff. Jim Ryan. So, based off of just that alone, I'm not liking what I'm hearing. But who knows? I'll give Jim Ryan a chance. Who knows?
I say leave it up to the people.
Yeah, same. Let's leave that one up to the people this time.
People are buying it.
I don't understand all this censorship because, like I said, if it's something as simple as, this is the petting game, like even going to like Nintendo, the petting mini game and one of the Fire Emblems, like they took that out in the American version. Like I wouldn't have used it. But, I mean, was that a problem?
I think they're more doing it like the underage stuff, or like the stuff that's like leaning towards that. Which I don't like that they're censoring their stuff. Like you really have to look like like a strict parent when Nintendo is allowing things to go uncensored on their stuff. But it's I can kind of understand it in some cases with PlayStation where it's like the underage kind of pervy shit. But in most cases, I'm just like, really? Like, you want to like take out a play toy or a dildo or something out of a game? It's like, who cares? Just let it be.
Kids shouldn't be around it. Kids shouldn't be playing it. Don't punish the rest of us for everyone to
Like I've been saying again for the past few shows, this is why the ESRB exists. So kids would
it's basically like this. You're punishing the whole pack for a few bad eggs.
No. They're punishing grown folks for playing the game. They're punishing grown folks for having kids because kids are playing the game, because their crazy parents want to buy the game for them and then want to complain. That's what it is. Like, bro, if you going to be complaining, stop buying the game for your child.
Yeah,
Exactly.
it's not the publisher's fault that the parents are buying like Lollycore Hot Naked Girls 3000 for little Timmy who's like 5 years old.
Exactly, and that's why I keep saying
little Timmy, why is your door locked?
Little Timmy's gonna turn into that guy from Silence of the Lambs where he puts on the dress and wears lipstick and shit.
My god.
Yeah.
Oh my god.
But like I said, we don't need companies to to regulate our children. We do that ourselves. If a parent is not being a parent, or guardian is not being a guardian, it's not a company.
Yeah.
It's not Rockstar's fault when a parent buys their kid GTA 5 and got anal rape in it.
It says rated M for a reason.
Yeah.
I don't think that was
17 plus.
I'm like, it's 17 plus. So freaking news people want to blame game companies for not making their mature games more kid friendly or what? No.
No.
Yeah.
I kind of lost my train of thought there.
I think what's gross now is like a lot of publishers have like openly admitted that they market their M-rated games to children, and people just kind of gloss over it. Like Activision does that all the time with Call of Duty. It's like you do know this game has like people getting their limbs shot off and like people saying fuck like all the time, and it's like you're okay with having like 5-year-olds in your audience for your reveal events going, woo yeah, Call of Duty. And I'm like,
well, I'm pretty sure there's security people there that need to be keeping the kids out.
No, there was in the last one, like Black Ops 4. I actually could I looked into the crowd and I saw like a bunch of kids there. I was like, oh god, really?
I mean, there's a lot of kids.
I mean,
an abnormal amount too.
There was a sense. Yeah. I think it was like there's more kids on Call of Duty than on Splatoon.
Here's the parents. Like, I don't want my kid to go running around in the street doing things they shouldn't supposed to. So I'll just give them this Call of Duty game. So I'll just give them this game of war where you can go around shooting fake people.
Yeah.
So he doesn't go around on the real street shooting real people in real life.
No, it's like this. It's like, you know what? Instead of being a
teach
parent,
them the difference?
I'm gonna just put them in front of a TV, give them a game, and just let them play that for some hours.
No. You know what? Like, I don't feel like raising my kid. Like, you know what? Like, here, little Jimmy, this is your babysitter. Here, like, mommy, that's a toaster. Like, that's your babysitter. Like,
I'll send him to a boot camp so I can have alone time with the wife.
That's why I teach them the difference.
I don't think they do boot camps anymore. Do they? I don't think they do that.
I'll find one.
They still do.
I think they
still do? Okay.
My nephew.
Oh, even if I have to send them to the opposite end of the country, I'll find one.
Like, Dad, why are we in Korea? Like, what?
We were going over vacation.
Why are we in Da Nang?
Like I told you, son, I signed you up for camping for the month.
Yeah.
I mean, for the summer.
He has to go pick rice in the fields for a month in Vietnam. He'll learn to appreciate his fucking Gatorade and chips when he comes back.
Yeah.
Either that or he'll be cursing you out in a different language.
Yeah, that'll teach him.
But in more censorship news, Sarah Connor Valentine's Day PS4 themes got censored.
No!
Like,
Senran Kagura.
Senran Kagura has been censored.
You know what Senran Kagura is.
I have a question.
Yeah,
what are you censoring in Senran Kagura that's not censored by a blurry white line already?
Yeah, they're getting the belly buttons next.
No!
I just saw that they don't like belly buttons.
Yeah,
now.
they censored the belly buttons. Like, we don't like belly. I don't understand.
That's all I have.
I don't.
That's all I have.
I don't understand.
Yo, let me say this. For any parent that is watching this video, stop buying your kids games they ain't supposed to be playing. And y'all killing the fun for the rest of us grown folk that actually like video games. Y'all killing.
Like, a big part of my childhood, it was like the desire to play more mature games. And when I got older and I actually was like allowed to play them, that was like a great moment because that made me realize like, oh crap, I'm actually growing up and now I'm allowed to play Grand Theft Auto San Andreas in my living room. This is great.
Yeah.
Kids don't have that anymore because they just get everything that they want like right off the bat, and there's no waiting.
Exactly.
Like, there's no cherishing memories.
Mom, I want this for Christmas. Mom, I want this for my birthday. Mom, I want this because I got A's for the year. I got A's on my report card. I got A's. I'm smart kid in my class. Give me GTA because I earned it.
You got GTA money? No? Okay then.
No, see, me being a godparent, I would not let my godchild play these certain games. I'm like, did you ask your daddy? And if she said yes, I'm like, what'd he say? And he's like, no. I'm like, all right then. I'm like, you gonna have to keep asking your daddy and ask him, all right? I'm like, I love you, my lovable godchild, but you gonna have to ask your daddy, cause he's gonna have to be the one that has the loot. So, but if I had my own child, my child will have my childhood. I'm like, you're gonna go through the struggle that I went through, right? Yeah.
You're gonna have to hide M-rated video games from us. That's how this is gonna go. Like what I had to do.
When I feel like playing an M-rated game, like go to your room, read a book. Like it's my TV time. Well, you know what? I'm bored and I want to play this. So you go to your room.
Yeah. Go to your room. Close your door. So you're not gonna be watching me play Senran Kagura.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And patting people's heads.
Does mom know you're playing this? Like, well, mom's not here right now.
Mom bought it for me.
Well, like, mom's not here right now. That's why I'm playing this.
Mom and I need some alone time with Leisure Suit Larry. Go to your room. Go to your room, put your headphones on, and shut up.
What if I'm thirsty? There's a mini... Like,
drink the dog's water.
I'm not.
There's just throw a big water bottle here.
See, I had to think about that. Like, do I get my kid a mini fridge, or just in his room?
No,
have him hide it under his bed like I used to do.
Nah, bro, my kid would not have a mini fridge in their room. Nope.
Like, what if I get thirsty? I put like you guys know those big packs of bottle of Dasein water, like 12, 24 in a pack. Yeah, I just buy those and I hide them under his bed. Like, there's water in your room under your bed. You're fine.
Yeah.
I'm gonna let you rest tonight. I promise.
Dude, I would probably like legit put like maybe a case of water or something in their room. If they drink all that, I'm just gonna be like, drink out the dog.
We have frame drop.
Like, mommy, I'm scared. Your mom's busy right now.
Okay, we back.
Busy.
Frame drops, man. But we back.
Like, she's making me a sandwich because I worked hard at work.
But literally though, honestly, I feel like if I were to be that parent, if my kid needed me and me and their dad like doing something, I'm just gonna be like, I would intentionally, quote unquote, chuck a shoe at their door that they can go back in. I would intentionally chuck a shoe at their door, intentionally missing them, just like.
Yeah. Chuck a shoe? Ben, we know someone.
Pretty much.
Nah, Ben and I actually know a person who likes to throw shoes.
Oh, yeah! I know what you're talking about.
He thought I was chucking a shoe. I was like, yo, Mr. Shoe Throw himself.
Well, and then when he's done throwing shoes, he's going to kick your little tail.
No.
It sounds like your friend fights with throwing shoes. So when he's done throwing his 2 shoes, knocking out someone, he's gonna go take their shoes and basically just keep that cycle going.
It was the ultimate shoe, bro. It was amazing.
No, cause see, y'all know. Y'all know I'm part Hispanic, so of course I'm gonna be chucking shoes.
I don't think he was any Hispanic, but he did throw shoes.
I'm pretty sure Epic. I'm pretty sure if Epic's hanging out with his friends and he runs out of shoes, he gonna look at Epic like Epic, give me your shoes. Like, these are new Jordans. Give me your shoe.
Nah, man, I'll give you your shoes, Suko.
Huh? I'm not gonna be with you guys. I don't know you two.
Yeah, man.
I don't know you.
You know me. Final Fantasy IX can now penalize players for rejecting another player's opinion. Yo, Razor, what's your...
Hey, what?
Excuse me?
Yo, what's your opinion about this, Razor?
What is this?
What's your opinion?
I don't know the story. What is this?
Final Fantasy IX can now penalize you. Not 9. Why is it 9? 14.
Oh, okay. I was confused. I was like, did they patch this into the Switch version now? Or?
No, sorry. 14 can now penalize players for rejecting another player's opinion.
So I can't have my freedom of speech anymore?
Wait a minute. So
sadly, no.
So
walked in with new themes. Now this.
So I can't have my freedom of speech anymore. Is that right?
Yeah. No loot themes. No freedom of speech. No nothing.
America's I don't want to live on this world anymore.
But yeah, Razor, what do you think about this amazing topic?
It sounds dumb. I mean, it sounds like Square Enix's normal forte, where they make really dumb decisions. But this just
makes such bad decisions.
Yeah, it totally is
when they're run by fucking idiots. I mean, I can't. Yeah, it makes sense.
So I'm gonna get penalized for what was it you said? Epic
rejecting another person's opinion.
So I'm gonna get penalized for not liking what the other person said to me and basically ignoring what he said.
Yeah,
I'm gonna get penalized for ignoring people.
They say they want to create a safe and a very good environment.
This is the virtual world.
I like 3D. No, 2D is better. And then I get banned somehow. Oh, you've been banned. What happened?
So exactly,
slander and defamation of character. Although I think you need to look those up in the law book, because rejecting someone's opinion is not slander or defamation.
Exactly, that's freedom of speech. Like, what the heck is going on? They're basically trying to rewrite the Constitution without even touching it.
So, Ben, what's your opinion?
Well, gee, I thought video games were supposed to take you out of the real world, not conform you to it.
Listen, I don't know what you guys talking about. Freedom of speech, real world, fake world. Games. Yo, listen, there ain't no games. Even when you're playing games, there ain't no games. We don't play games. Listen,
we're playing
safe when they're playing a video game.
Excuse me, what? Video games don't attack just a random person.
Listen.
Like,
if you're rejecting what I'm saying, I don't feel safe.
Epic, what would you do if you were playing a video game but you didn't feel safe playing the video game you're playing?
If I didn't feel safe while playing a video game, I'm gonna be questioning my life decisions why I felt unsafe playing a video game.
For example, if I go into Final Fantasy 15 and call someone a retard, I would just get banned immediately.
Oh yeah, 14.
Yeah.
Or 14,
yeah. Or someone said, they're like, I think this gear is the best, and you're just like, no, I think this gear is crap, but you don't say crap, you say other word. It's like, ban.
Mm-hmm.
Because you made them feel like their opinion didn't matter. So you made an unsafe environment, Razor.
So I made them feel like their opinions don't matter if I get startled.
Who fucking who? Grow a thicker skin. Learn to take something that somebody says that you don't like and move on.
We've been talking about this on the podcast for a while now. The world is sensitive.
Yeah.
Everyone's sensitive.
Everyone's so brittle. I swear.
Yeah, man.
Somehow.
People are just crying over everything.
like I'm like we're not saying it's okay to make fun of people, their beliefs. We're not saying that.
But like, people have been talking shit to each other on the internet for like since the internet existed. Like yes, it is toxic. Yes, there are ways to combat it, but not like this, where you create these like really broad rules as to how you can ban people. Like, like by the definition of these rules, anyone can get banned for anything practically. It's like someone could walk in and be like, "I don't like robots." Oh well, I'm a pansexual, so I think your words are offensive. You're getting banned. And it's like
exactly. Like
the fuck?
Like the heck is.
Razor, are you one of those toxic people? Is that what I'm hearing?
I guess so. I mean, I say words like retard in my stream, so I guess I'm an incredibly toxic individual.
Well, same.
Like people, like even if some people hear you, they're like, okay. They'll just say like, okay, or move on. You don't have to get mad about it. You don't have to agree with it. You just hear it. You move on.
Yeah.
I'm not saying like if someone's bullying you about it, that's when you do something. But if they're just talking, just to talk, don't try not to let it. Much. It doesn't call for that.
Now, quick question. Go ahead. Go ahead. Sorry, I'll cut you off.
No, it's like if I'm like actively probing somebody with like horrible offensive things, that's one thing. But if I just say like words just out in the public, just like whatever, not as long as they're not horribly offensive. Like if I just say like non-gender fluidity words or terms or whatever, it's like all right, well, I'm not gonna change the way I talk just for you. Like I'm gonna like say what I gotta say. If you don't like it, then that's too bad.
This is how I feel. Everyone nowadays feel like they can just change. They feel like they can change their gender, their gender, just
race.
Everything. They feel like they can just change everything. The law, just everything. It doesn't matter. Like, ooh, is that a pencil? No, I'm gonna change it to a pen. Ooh, no, I'm gonna change it to a ruby. Ooh, is that a Jordan? No, I'm gonna change it to a Nike.
They're trying to change everything for the worse.
Yeah, the thing is, I have you with this Razor. Maybe you know because I've asked the podcasters already, but they couldn't answer. When did this culture start?
I'd say it started around. Probably started creeping in more and more like 2016, 2015 is when it really started to kick off.
Yeah, it feels like just
I thought it was a bit earlier, like 2013.
I'm a sensitive person, and Ben knows that. Ben's known me for the longest. It doesn't take much, upset me, but the things that I see people get upset with now, I would have never thought of getting upset with them ever in my life.
Yeah.
And I'm a sensitive person myself. I'm just like, what is this culture that
I feel like
sneeze and they're upset?
Yeah.
I feel like it's like it has something to do with this generation and what they're teaching mixed in with some of the older generation and what happened with them.
Yeah, pretty much.
I don't want to get like too political about it, but it's like it's this idea that everything needs to be for everybody, and it's like no, it doesn't.
That's not how the world works.
Yes, exactly.
That's not
really
how it
shouldn't
worked
be
before.
how the world works.
That's not how it worked before. You're trying to make it work now, and eventually it's gonna go. It's gonna go to toilet.
Yeah, well, it's like people go out, like all these companies, they go out of their way to make this line about being inclusive and being, all this friendly and safe spaces for everybody, and it's like, but when you appeal. Yeah, but when you appeal to everybody with this intention of not offending people, you're making your art dull. You're making it like preaching to the choir. Like a lot of movies nowadays have the same mindset. They say the same things over and over again to the point where it's like yeah, I'm on your side regarding this, but there's nothing in this that's like really challenging me on my beliefs. Like, it's like it's not art. It's not, well, it's art, but it's not challenging art. It's not making me think about it for more than like 5 seconds.
Exactly. But I'm asking everyone this question now, like everyone agrees the government or whoever is trying to change everyone so everyone can be happy and so everyone can shut up, right?
Yeah.
With every action there's an equal reaction. So by making these people happy, you're making these people unhappy.
Yeah.
But you're basically running yourself in like a huge cycle. No one's ever gonna be fully happy.
Yeah.
No, you can't make that. You can't change it. There's no way you can make it work.
Well, then when these companies they try to be like this gender inclusivity and friendly and diversity and whatever, and then when they do something like even mildly that pisses them off, it's like this insanely overblown reaction to like the rage that comes out of it is just insane to like the point where they want to just destroy the lives of these people for saying something like it off the cuff, or maybe they shouldn't have said something, and it's like yeah, they deserve some kind of recompense for it, but not like this, not where it's like this like seething rage to like tear them down. It's like that's what I find more disturbing.
Yeah, it's gone bad enough to be a meme.
Yeah.
Epic. What was the name of the guy that worked on the Nier and Drakugar series? What was the name of that guy?
Yoko Taro.
Yeah, doesn't Yoko Taro? He doesn't really care what you think. He's just gonna do what he wants, right?
Yeah, he makes his games with like weirdo lady characters that show their underwear and their cleavage, and it's like it's weird and wacky, and it's like whatever.
And the best part is they only
Yaku Taro for president.
Yaku Taro for president.
And the best part is
that's offending me, therefore I'm a ban him.
Well, also like with when you get art like that makes you upset, I think that's more interesting than art that's just again like preaching to the choir and being like, all right, we said the same thing that the last couple of things said, and we're gonna do it again, and the next things are gonna do, and it's like okay.
Okay.
Like I said, I don't want to get too political about it, but it's like I guess I'll open that can of worms. It's like I'm sick and tired of like all these companies and everything. They have the exact same political mindset. Everybody, let's be honest here. A lot of the like the mainstream stuff is a lot of that is like liberal based. A lot of it's very democratic based. It's like you very rarely get points of view from like the opposite end. Which I'm not saying I agree with everything from the opposite end. But I would like some kind of balance of power here, where I'm getting things from both sides in the mainstream. So much of it is dominated from this one side.
Instead they're the loud minority.
Yeah.
Each side,
they're winning the culture war. That's the sad part.
Yeah, because the majority won't
messed
speak up.
Exactly.
Yeah, the silent majority is extra silent this time.
Yeah.
With this side trying to make everything good, you're making it bad for the other side. With the other side trying to make everything bad, they're
trying to please everybody when they're pleasing nobody.
Yeah, and what I don't even mind games that talk about like gender inclusivity and whatever. Like I don't mind that, but to the point where you almost use it like a bullet point on the back of a box. That's when I think it's just becomes cynical. That's when it's like you become patronizing. Like I think like the two best examples of this they actually come from the same company, is Ubisoft, where one of their games, like I think it was Assassin's Creed Syndicate, where they made this big deal about them having this trans character, and that character was nothing. It was like a big nothing in that game, and then they had Watch Dogs 2. Which one of the characters in that is a trans character as well, but they never made a big deal out of it, and I didn't even realize it was a trans character until later, and I was like, oh shit! Like it is.
That's because Watch Dogs 2 made a big deal that they had a black main character.
That's true.
I don't mean to cut you. That's what happened in Nier, like the first Nier. There was a transsexual girl in there. But no one ever called it. People made that the discovery themselves. He never said it was.
Yeah.
Everyone else said it was. He never made it. Yeah.
When your sexuality and your gender and your race becomes your character, that's the problem. That's when I get mad. That's when it's like now you're just using that as like a crutch for bad writing.
This is how it's. Do you want to be? Are you your like? Do you want to be known for? Do you want to be known for you as a person, an individual, or do you want to be known for your race or what you look like, or just anything like that? Just be known for a person and do what you think is best.
Yeah, like Athena from the Borderlands series is a lesbian. She has a girlfriend. But that's not the first thing that... Yeah, she is. They reveal that in Tales from the Borderlands. But that's not the first thing that I think of when I think of her. What do I do when I think of her? A badass, warrior, awesome, cool. Athena's the one that has the shield, and she's got like the red cloak on.
Athena. Oh, right. I forgot who Athena was. Yeah.
But she's a lesbian. But that's not how she is.
I feel like she's being I don't know. Well, like I won't say she's not, but when I'm looking at it, kind of feels like she is, but also kind of feels like she's on the edge of it.
Like, but they never make a big deal out of it. It's part of who she is, but it's not who she is. Yeah, it's like I'm a lesbian. I have a girlfriend. I'm in love with this person, and we're happy. And it's like, and I have my own problems with this relationship because I'm lying to her about my job, and it's like, okay, that's something. Like that's interesting. That's like
that's real world. That's real world problems.
Yeah, that's relatable.
Problems. That's relatable. Yeah.
Yeah. Let's move on to the next topic.
Basically, what we're all saying is, Epic, feel free to stop me if you feel like I'm out of turn. But this is what I say: grow a spine.
Yeah.
And stop being whiny little bitches.
Yeah.
Stop ruining everything for everyone else. You want to be like, if you don't like it, don't look at it.
Yeah.
Don't ruin it for everyone else just because you're being unhappy. It's not all about you. It's about everyone.
Yeah. Take some rest.
Was pulled offline.
Exactly, Mango. Take some risks. Take some risks.
Don't be afraid to piss people off.
Yeah. And you crying out to everything won't solve everything at all.
Yeah.
Back to me. We got more on the censorship topic.
This is how I see it. The world is turning into the boy who cried wolf. You keep crying.
Stop.
Sorry.
Sorry. I agree with you.
Yeah, we gotta get through this before a certain time. Okay. Evil Japan stream pulled offline as Dead or Alive 6 promo veers into content branded inappropriate.
What's inappropriate about Dead or Alive 6 besides?
Well, I mean, it's Dead or Alive, so
I don't want to call Jiggle Physics inappropriate.
It's Dead or Alive. Come on.
Yeah.
Jiggle.
To make a long story short of what happened, that panel basically featured gravure models that are showing off their swords, and they're also showing gameplay at hand, where the director was controlling the camera, and right when the camera ended up landing onto something very suggestive, that's when the Evo at Japan ended up cutting the stream and then apologizing, saying that we're apologizing. It's against our core values to post such things.
And this is Japan we're talking about.
With all the kicks and flips in that game, it's hard to see what was.
No, I mean the funniest thing is like Evo Japan or Evo in general, like even here, is they actually have a panel of people who look at the trailer before showing it at the convention. So I mean, Evo Japan had to have seen that trailer at least a couple times before showing it. So it's like because they don't just show trailers randomly. Panels watch the trailers.
Yeah.
And the reveals.
Yeah, so
for that one, they were supposed to reveal Mai Shiranui as the DLC character for DOA 6 up until they got burnt out. Up until they got burnt out by the Evo admins themselves.
So they're like, nope, we're taking it down. Oh, we apologize. This doesn't go with our core values. I'm like, get the heck out of here.
Again, this is Japan we're talking about.
Japan's supposed to be
home of the tentacle rape.
You can buy used panties.
That depends on who you are.
Yeah.
Yeah. You can still buy used panties out there.
Yep,
They make
limited.
freaking Yakuza games where you can go into a porn hut and masturbate. It's really?
Nicole, you still there?
I'm just saying.
That road now.
Yeah.
We gotta be careful with Nicole's the only girl here.
No, we don't.
No, I mean, this is a topic. These censorship is gone crazy.
It's gotten far out of control.
When you start messing with Japan and when Japan starts censoring stuff, that's when we know we're in trouble.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Mm-mm.
Yeah, I can honestly say like this.
I won't condone some of the stuff that happens there because some of that stuff is bad, but still.
It just sounds. It sounds crazy. I've just never. I can honestly say I've never, seen something as crazy as that. It's like, oh,
Ben
seen this.
Yeah,
we're gonna take it out.
Ben, can you fix it? Just throw some money at it. Can you fix it?
Yo,
make it go away.
Money to fix this.
Yeah, sadly. Yeah, there's hardly any fixing this, sadly.
Ben's been throwing money at it for years and it hasn't helped.
That's all people care about nowadays is money, 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 money.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
So,
and even worse, they've been taking out the bread and butter for some series right now.
Yeah, so.
Also, from this held up a bunch of funny memes, including one very infamous one going on right now. Apparently, showing someone's face being ripped off is just fine, but the second stuff like this happens, oh no, we have a problem.
What the heck? Blooding on, you show it all the time in movies.
We can show waterboarding. No, we can show waterboarding, but we can't show cleavage. Yep.
So
or even worse, a belly button.
So you're basically trying to hide a woman's female form. That sucks.
It's useless too.
You might as well hide the man's body too.
Yeah.
Since belly buttons are illegal now.
Yeah.
Yo,
or even go beyond. Or even go beyond.
Breath of the Wild is finished, man. You could have shirtless Link. Yo, finished.
Nah. No, man. If if Breath of the Wild got censored and freaking Link was running around nothing but his underwear, I'll be playing it nothing but a big censor block.
They're gonna go beyond burkas at this point if things go far enough.
Well, let's see. But we have good news. Studies have found no link between violent video games and increased aggression in teens.
No.
Really?
So once again,
just like we've been telling you.
Once again, violent video games do not make you a violent person. Let's thunk it.
What a shock.
Dude, video games are a stress reliever for us.
Well,
they found that teens who play violent video games are actually less aggressive.
Yeah, that's what we've been saying. They prevent violent junk from happening.
You know what? I would never guess that. I could have sworn about it. Couldn't you, Razor?
This was news to me. Like, I didn't know this until I just saw this article now.
Wow.
Yeah.
For real?
Yeah,
I didn't know this.
I thought if you play Grand Theft Auto, you automatically wanted to hop in your car and just start shooting. I could have sworn.
When I was done with Kingdom Hearts 3, I immediately went outside with my giant Keyblade and started hitting the neighbors. So.
100%.
Or anything that looked like a shadow.
Yeah. I saw like a black cat walk by and I chased after it with my Keyblade because it looked like a Heartless.
I can see the neighbors right now, like, honey, that mango kid is running down the street again with a giant key.
Oh, man.
That's nice, dear.
He's in his underwear this time.
To save a princess. That's exactly what I did.
I can see the police pulling you over for that. Like, free, put down the giant key. Like, wait a minute, what?
But you must be the boss battle.
My friends are my power, and I start attacking. I get tased like immediately.
That's if Mango goes into crazy mode. Like, you must be the boss battle.
Turn to Valor form.
Yeah, Mango versus 1,000 cops.
Yeah, 1,000 cop challenge.
Like Mango, I think we should get out of here. Like, don't worry, guys. With the power of friendship, we can survive. Charge! I told him to put the key down. I'm sorry. Oh God.
But yes,
That was beautiful.
So once again, this is like the 100th, maybe even more study that has found, and these are respected professionals that have found there is no link between violent video games and increased aggression in teens. Yeah, people keep saying you play violent video games, you're gonna be a violent person. And these studies keep showing that's not the case.
No. How about this? I'm sorry to cut you off, but how about this? If you read history books and you learn things about atrocities happens in the past, will that make you a violent person? Reading about history, what happened in the past, won't that make you violent?
I mean, just look at.
Plus, there's often
Ted Bundy never played the games, so.
Yeah, he also never had any stressors, I've read.
He didn't have a messed up child life, really. I mean, he didn't play violent video games. He didn't play games at all. I mean, what he did.
You guys keep on getting that important variable. Sometimes people have rough lives. Sometimes they're not treated good. Sometimes they could grow up hating everyone and just want to do that.
Sometimes people are just crazy, and you can't account for crazy. Crazy's crazy,
Yeah.
Exactly. You don't have to blame video games for everyone having a rough life. That's not fair.
This has happened with every form of media. It happened with radio. Then when TV came out, it happened with TV. Happened with music. And then, video games are technically the newest form of media still. And it's happening with them.
Yeah.
Now it's happening with shoes and phones because no one can keep their hands off other people's stuff.
Yeah.
Always gonna blame something other than themselves. I mean, it's just human nature. You're not gonna blame yourself.
Yeah, and alongside that, many other outlets are being dogpiled as well. The most recently was Sets Dolls, but that's a whole nother can of worms I'd rather not open right now.
I'd rather see people use their brain for once. That's what I'd rather do. But, we can't always get what we want.
Yeah. All those outlets, they actually prevent bad stuff from happening, not increase it.
I mean, it just...
Apparently that still doesn't get through people's heads. They're that dense.
I mean, it is amazing when I see this stuff, because I don't know what to say about it. I'm just like, so we're really blaming everything but ourselves? Is that what we're doing?
Pretty much, yeah.
Yeah.
I was a terrible parent. I abused my children, but it was because of Grand Theft Auto, Rockstar, that my kid turned out violent.
You don't want to blame you don't want to blame your parenting skills.
My kid sees me and his mom fight all the time, but it's not our fault. Our messed up household. It's Call of Duty.
Still pretty sure it's your parenting.
Yeah.
It's never me.
Like I can't handle this. Like our child has seen me hit his mom before, but it's not our parenting. Mario made him do this.
Mario made him do this.
Yeah, it's still your
Mario
parenting.
before he just beating up people. Yeah, it's because of that game. Yep.
Like Mario made my son jump on that little girl's pet turtle.
Mm-hmm.
Man, do you own a Nintendo system? Like, do you own a Nintendo system in your house anywhere? Like, no. Do you own a computer? No. Cell phone? No. What form of Mario could he have seen?
It's them dang games. I can never blame myself. And
so the 1993 live-action Mario movie.
Yeah.
Oh,
I mean,
God.
that would make you want to beat up someone anyway. That movie sucked. But
we don't bring that movie up.
I mean,
ever.
and that's just the thing. That's the last thing I'm gonna say about it is just this is to the people out there watching, people who watch it later on after it's not live. If or when you become a parent, please do not be that parent that blames everything but yourself. And if you don't think you're ready to have children, don't.
Yeah.
Because if
we already
are
had
not ready, the chances are you are.
Safe
already had
sex.
plenty
Safe
of that
sex
in
is
the world.
important, people. Safe sex is important.
This is a blunt way to say it, but I just always say sometimes you have to swallow. Okay, next time. Blaze Blue Cross Tag Battle DLC characters. I'm not pronouncing that name. Teddy, Seth, and Heart Ino announced.
Ooh.
And that
Let's
revealed
revealed
the other franchise that just showed up, which is
Wait.
Arcana Heart.
Doesn't Cross Tag Battle have English dub?
Yes, they do.
This is bullshit for Calamity Trigger. No, I mean, Central Fiction. It's bullshit.
And they're due out this spring, so that's cool. That was something announced at Evo Japan as well. That wasn't cut, but yeah.
Oh, we're also getting some Soul Calibur 6 DLC soon enough. We're getting Amy from Soul Calibur 4 and 3.
In my mind, he defaulted to Amy from Sonic. I was like, what?
No, not that Amy.
Where did she use a sword?
We're getting Raphael's little sidekick. We're getting Amy from Soul Calibur 3 and 4.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah. So I mean that's really cool. I mean, Blaze Blue Cross Tag Battle. I play that sometimes. I don't play as much as I initially thought I would.
Can I have your copy then?
No.
You just got roasted by Epic.
What do you mean I got roasted by Epic? He does it every time he sees me.
Yeah.
I would never. That's my bro.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah. By the way, the first person was pronounced as Naoto Kurogane.
Thank you. Because I try to pronounce that because I knew I was gonna mess up. It sounds stupid. So
You better play the series then.
I mean, I've heard the name so many times, but I still don't pronounce it right, man. My southern accent just kills me sometimes.
Mango, have you played Blaze Blue?
I played it years ago. I haven't played Blaze Blue in a very long time.
I see.
Roblox staff reinstates PewDiePie's account after making headlines for banning him. So PewDiePie was banned, but he didn't know he was banned. He was just banned on stream, and then anyone who was supporting PewDiePie was banned. And creators released a statement that he doesn't with their values or something like that. And it was some kind of stupid thing. And I mean, to be honest, I didn't know Roblox was still a thing. I mean, I remember that thing when I was young. And
more like a meme now.
Yeah, so
pretty much.
I mean, the top YouTuber that was streaming your game, you banned because you didn't like his lasagna song, I guess. I don't know, but
I love that song.
That was a funny song. T-Series ain't nothing but but yeah, so they need to reinstate him because I don't know what's with these companies doing stupid stuff. Like, I mean, we had a Bethesda topic, but I'm not going over it because it's just doing Fallout 76. And I'm tired of talking about that, like, literally. But these companies just keep messing up. I'm not sure if it's on purpose or if they're just that incompetent. Which one do you think is Razor?
What the hell?
I think it's just, again, it's like the petty politics getting in the way of acting professional. It's like even if it's like the world's most famous YouTuber like doing it, it's like just because he said some stupid shit that you don't like, you don't have to ban his account. Like you don't. You're just making yourself look bad. You're just shooting yourself in the foot there.
Yeah, because I mean, he brings a lot of people to there because whenever he's on,
oh yeah,
people playing. So I mean, a lot of people want to play with PewDiePie. So I mean, it's like, I don't know. It's just really weird when I see this kind of stuff. I mean,
yeah.
Roblox because I could care less about that game. Like I said, I haven't played that game since I was youngin'. I mean, I didn't know it was still a thing, honestly. I thought they shut down servers already, but they didn't. Still apparently. So, but yeah, that in itself is just.
It's just silly.
It's just silly. And we got 2 more topics. Then we got silly news, which is 2 last topics. And it's over. So let's go ahead and try to get into those. But just know Roblox staff. I don't know the name of the company who made Roblox, so I said Roblox staff. Just stop. What are you doing? It's a Nintendo meme.
What's wrong with you?
Exactly. That's like a really good meme. Nintendo has some really good memes.
That's hilarious. Roblox Corporation. That's who makes Roblox.
Oh, so they're actually called Roblox. Okay.
Yeah, they're legit called Roblox Corporation.
Okay. Now, so Dead or Alive 6 won't take the sexiness as far as some costumes in the past, says Shimbori? Yeah.
Yeah, well, that's some BS.
Yeah, apparently they are. He said they weren't, but they are. Because, SJWs, they'll get to you.
Yeah, he's flip-flopping at this point.
He's flip-flopping, because at first it's going from here to here, and then all this stuff. Shimbori, don't do it. You said you weren't going to change anything.
And then he said, shit, let's change everything. Wait, no, we're not doing that. No, we are. No, we're not. Make up your mind, please.
Yeah, so... Yeah, I don't.
Anyone else?
I got nothing.
Yeah.
Nope.
Ben, you have anything to say real quick, or you good with that?
I'm good, bro.
Yeah. I just say what you mean and mean what you say. That's what my parents always taught me.
Your parents are very wise.
Yeah. Don't sit there and say something then flip flop on it. What?
Yeah. I don't like to sugarcoat things. I will tell you bluntly. If you don't like it, I won't apologize for it. I'm just telling you what's up and what I think.
Dead or Alive Extreme 3. Scarlet has more pre-orders than Dead or Alive 6.
Oh my god. It's not that.
Well,
it's not. Dead or Alive 3 is not that fun.
I think it's more just because of the controversy that's around it.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think
I went to.
what they can't have since it's not coming to America or outside.
Yeah.
Period.
Well, TNA's been there. Well, TNA's been their bread and butter this whole time.
Yeah, it's like
not, this just shows it.
Yeah, low hanging fruit. Everyone wants that. So
I went to strange lengths to download that demo.
Yeah.
And how was it?
Like I said, it wasn't that good.
It's Dead or Alive Extreme. I mean, you can't expect much from it. It's Dead or Alive Extreme.
Yeah, it's basically volleyball, but
I mean that's all it is.
I mean, okay. If you want to know what happened in the game, basically Zach bought a new island, and he's off somewhere. So basically, you the player are in charge of the island. So you're in charge of taking care of the girls, making everyone happy, blah blah blah, giving people gifts, giving people whatever, just basically doing whatever.
Yo, man, Hunter x Hunter does a great job of doing absolutely nothing for 30 minutes. I gotta give Togashi that. That was a great job.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, Hunter x Hunter could just be another filler episode. Like, where's he gonna get to the punching?
That's in the manga too.
I mean, like,
waste chapters doing nothing. Togashi is genius at doing that.
Like, when is he gonna get? Like, when are you gonna get to the punching? Next Saturday. Oh.
Like, I mean, it's a genius. And you can't even say it's filler because, like I said, it's in the actual manga. He'll have nothing happening. I'm like, yo, you are a genius, man.
Mm-hmm.
Nothing happens. But yeah, let's get into next topic before you upset.
Yeah. This concludes our edition of Tits and Ass Cells. Thank you and good night.
Yeah, but yeah, Shimbori, why would you do it? That's all I say about that shit. Even Razor, you have Razor strike for words. Come on, man.
Yeah.
Oh my God, Laura, what did
Razor's
you
never been strike for
do?
words. Okay.
Oh yeah.
Now we're getting to the last three topics, so we reached home stretch.
Alrighty.
First off, we're getting a new slew of coders.
Yeah, because unfortunately, let me share this real quick. I did not know I might have screen share on. Okay.
You're still screen sharing now.
Yeah, so Activision Blizzard fired 800 people.
What?
Yeah.
8% of their entire staff.
That's bigger than I thought.
800 people have to figure out how they're going to provide for their families.
Why work for these big corporations if you're just gonna get canned like that?
I mean, you would never expect that you can by coming to Activision. Activision lost a lot of money off their stupid.
Yeah, like I mean, I get that it's good money and you make a lot, but I don't really know what to say yet. I don't really know what to say.
Well, they made record profits for last financial year, and they still laid off the 800 people.
800.
Yeah. A lot of those people too were for like the Destiny 2 PR staff. I think some of it was from like the esports people from like Heroes of the Storm. Some studios like Beanox, I think Beanox got hit. I think High Moon got hit.
Oh yeah, Beanox stays getting hit. And the funny thing is, Beanox did nothing but make Activision money. It stopped Activision money after Activision start cut. Like you know the last Spider-Man game Beanox made that didn't do well.
Oh yeah, Amazing Spider-Man 2.
50 people working on it.
Yeah.
Like the other people work on Call of Duty. Because remember, the Call of Duty was made by Beanox.
Yeah. I think what really angers me about this is that Activision, like, it was like an open secret that layoffs were coming for like 3 months. It was an open secret from what I've heard at Blizzard. And like, imagine going into work every day knowing like with the knowledge that you might get fired within the next couple of weeks. Like with that knowledge just eating away at you. Like just sitting there day in and day out, like the morale just like crippling you with the just the knowledge that today might be your last day here, and you have to worry about providing for your families. And Activision Blizzard didn't give anybody notice until the very last moment when they were like, "Oh yeah, by the way, you're getting fired. Yeah. You may get you're getting a big severance package, but you're getting fired." And it's like, fuck you.
Tim, Martha, pack your stuff.
Yeah, it's
like that's kind of with every job, to be honest. Like like you can start your first day and then the second day, like, oh, you got fired. Oh, yeah. The place is shutting down. Like, what?
With Activision in particular, just how like tone deaf they were talking about it. They're like, oh, by the way, we're cutting 8% of our workforce, but we made a record amount of profits, and we're talking about the next Call of Duty. It's like, I don't give a fuck about the next Call of Duty. You just fired 800 people.
Yeah, I mean,
exactly.
Why should I care?
Those people?
Like, if you fired me and then you started talking about Call of Duty, I'm just walking out. Like,
yeah,
dude, I just lost my job. I don't give a fudge about your Call of Duty.
Yeah. Especially with the reports that Activision's like slowly creeping in and influencing Blizzard. It's like a lot of people like are really worried about Blizzard at this point. Especially like they're not going to be having any big games in 2019, and since Activision is all about money, they're going to be looking at that and being like, you're not making us enough money, Blizzard. You're going to need to crank that shit up. That's why they're doing the fucking Diablo Immortal bullshit. That's why they're going to be continuing to do mobile spin-offs of their stuff.
I mean,
it makes money. It's cheap money.
I always get scared that they might...
Now that I think... whoever I just interrupted, sorry. Now that I think about it, I probably shouldn't have applied for Blizzard, because I actually just applied to work there for like... But now that I'm hearing this, I'm
Let
like,
us know how it turns out, please.
Yeah.
no. But now that I'm thinking about it, I think I'm just like, I think I just made a grave mistake to apply there.
I mean, I'm really worried about King. You know, Activision owns King now.
Oh yeah.
Wow. And I feel like King's games are gonna get progressively worse. Like I haven't really seen too much yet, but I feel like they will.
It
money.
Candy Crush makes money for Activision, but it's not like gobs upon gobs of money, which is what they don't like.
So I feel like they're gonna put in more microtransactions where, oh, if you want to keep playing for the rest of the day, you have to pay us this much. I feel like they're gonna do that for some reason. I hope
it's a big reason why they got rid of Destiny 2, because that's why they let Bungie out of the contract, is because they were making some money from Destiny 2, but they weren't making enough money from Destiny 2, even though they're like the wealthiest publisher in the world, and they're not making enough money.
Yeah,
that's how insane. That's how insanely astronomical these like shareholder expectations have become. Where you're like the richest publisher in the world, and you're still disappointing people.
And to put this in perspective, Sony and Nintendo put together aren't making as much as Activision.
No, yeah.
Like, and you know, Xbox Studios, not Microsoft themselves. Microsoft themselves make a lot of money, but game studios, them, Nintendo, and Sony are not making as much as Activision. That's putting in perspective.
It's insane how much money Activision makes, and yet they're still crying about, oh, we don't have enough money. We need more money. We haven't reached our potential. Even though they literally say that in the financial report for this quarter. They're like, we haven't reached our full potential, even though we've made record amounts of money, even though we're like the wealthiest publisher in the world, even though we have Call of Duty that just once again is like the biggest money-making thing around, and yet we haven't reached our full potential. I'm like, when are you ever going to become happy then? Like, are you like they never will, and that's the ultimate irony with that's the ultimate tragedy with the games industry. It's just like more until it just collapses.
I mean, that's just crazy.
Yeah.
You're making that much money? You laid off 800 people?
Call of Duty Black Ops 4 made $500 million in 3 days, and the shareholders called that disappointing.
Yes.
Okay.
That's the level of astronomical expectations that we've come to.
I mean, like I said, put in their perspective, like I said, the last Spider-Man game that came out with Binox, it had $1 million budget, and it still made $10 million, even though it was garbage.
Yeah.
$10 million on a $1 million budget.
Mm-hmm.
That's $9 million profit off one of the most garbage games made.
Yeah.
You're making money. You're making bank.
Yeah.
That is crazy.
Yeah.
Get on to the next topic.
Very
Activision, that's one of the companies I don't. It's not saying I don't want to work for, but I'd be cautious about.
You are disposable. I mean, it's like that with every big corporation, but especially with the video game industry, the way it is now, you are disposable.
Yeah, David Jaffe definitely said it the best. If y'all haven't heard about David Jaffe, y'all should check him out. He streams and stuff like. He definitely talks about different stuff in the industry. Ooh, my man has knowledge with years of knowledge.
He says some things that I'm like, what the fuck, but. He's an interesting guy. I've talked to him a couple times. Like not like in person, but I've had like exchanges with him before.
Exactly. Yeah. Same here. You know, I think he has some opinions. I'm like, okay, David, Mr. Jaffe, kind of calm down.
Yeah. But the whole loot box thing, I'm like,
I don't know. I don't agree with everything he says, but like I said, he does have a lot of knowledge of the gaming industry. Some stuff he says.
Oh yeah.
You can definitely take his word for it.
Hope he bounces back after Drawn to Death got canned.
Mm-hmm.
Youch.
The alleged Catherine full-body transphobic ending leaked, but it might not be what you think. So basically, the internet was in a crap storm. I almost said something else for a second, but I didn't. About ending that showed off like.
Yeah, the basic. I'll ease down the spoilers to help you out. Okay, Epic.
Thank you. I need you to help me out.
Yeah. Spoilers. One of the people that Vincent meets happens to end up they may end up showing. They will show up in the article, so I'll have to advise you right there. So to make this short, one of the people Vincent meets at the bar happens to be trans, and one of the endings end up showing the origin of that. However, some of the NPCs ended up thinking that someone was trying to prevent that from happening instead, and that caused this entire wildfire.
It's the Catherine with a Q that's the trans character, right?
Maybe
the pink
not.
The pink-haired one.
We can't say anything because we
can't say.
Okay.
Spoiler, but yeah. Basically, like, a lot of people thought it was, but it found out that post was just full of BS. It wasn't. There's no transphobic things in Catherine at all. Like,
well,
like, people are looking too much into that, and they just want to be offended. Which talked about earlier in topics.
I'm not necessarily offended by. I'm not necessarily offended by like Atlas's, because I think Atlas's. I'm a little more skeptical about Atlas handling some of the stuff, just because I think the way they handled, like, especially the only gay people in Persona 5 is like to make them like something to be feared, which I'm like, that's a little, but I'll take a wait and see approach with this, because I'm not gonna play Catherine, because I'd never play the original one. I'm just probably gonna have other things to play around the time it comes out.
Oh yeah.
But I'm interested to see like what this whole Catherine with a Q business is.
Full Buy is actually basically a remake of the first Catherine.
Yeah, just add another Catherine. Yeah. So now here's the last one of the silly talk. That was one silly talk. This is another one. So apparently, some people thought Midori. I can't finish the sentence.
Midoriya?
Yeah. Midoriya, a.k.a. Deku.
He's racist, apparently.
Deku's racist?
He called Piccolo a villain, and then everyone thought it was racist just because he called Piccolo a villain in one of the intros.
He's a villain?
What?
Everyone. Piccolo responds, "I'm no villain. I'm a Namekian." They'd be like, "Midoriya's racist because he's a villain."
Wow.
I swear these are real topics, Razor. Like,
wasn't this supposed to be like some weird joke or something?
Yeah. According to some outlets, it actually was a joke and lost in translation, but still.
Okay. It's Piccolo, for God's sakes.
It's Piccolo, but like a lot of people, they associate Piccolo with like he's like sort of like black, basically. They're like, well, Midoriya must be a villain because you're black, basically. That's how I feel.
Okay.
He's actually green.
Yeah, like he's not.
Just
but
fucking
people associate
racist.
him. They're like, oh, he's like a black character, but they're just like having a Namekian there. So
is Mr. Popo racist?
Everybody's racist.
Barney's racist.
Everything.
Barney's racist, man. He's like, I love you, you love me. He thinks I love him. Yo, he racist.
Barney's racist against who? Purple eggplants?
Pretty much.
So, like I said, I love these silly topics because I'm like, these aren't real. But then I found out they are. But it's just... Ben, you got anything to say about that?
I mean, all I'm going to say is, from now on, I am going to be more careful about what I say because I would hate to call Bowser a villain and then the whole internet on me.
Yeah. And then you get dogpiled because you called him a villain.
Bowser's just misunderstood.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Yo, you dare call Ansem a villain? Zim, you a villain? You're racist. I know you think Xehanor's a villain. You're racist.
Why? Because he has a darker skin?
Exactly.
Automatically just assume he's a villain.
Yeah, so you're racist because you assume he's a villain. What's
Yeah.
He's white hair, so that makes you racist against old folks as well.
Like this is idiotic stuff, but I really love the end on silly stuff after all that real stuff. So that's really good.
Now,
to say we can just get these outros. That's just funny. I couldn't finish the whole topic. I had to get someone to finish it for me because it's just such a stupid topic.
Yeah, everything's a race now, ain't it?
Let's start off with our guest outro.
Thank you again for having me, everyone. I thoroughly enjoyed being on this podcast, and I'm glad that I was able to talk about Kingdom Hearts 3 without going overboard on the spoilers. So that's that.
Glad. Nicole San Diego.
Of course, this is your lovable Hispanic Nicole San Diego, as Frankie Lyman would say. Bye bye.
Ben Baudelaire.
Yo, everybody, it's Ben Baudelaire. Hope you enjoy, and I'm going to bed.
You okay?
Suko.
Yeah, this is Suko here. I hope you all enjoyed the podcast. We apologize if we got a little bit ranty. We do that sometimes if you've been with us since the beginning. Hope you all have a wonderful Sunday and hope to see you all again next week.
Menos.
This has been Master Menos. And until next time,